Well, hello and welcome in everybody. We're going to be here today on RoadCraft, and I'm pretty excited about this. I've been playing a lot of RoadCraft on multiplayer, but today we're going to start a series here. Let's get it going. Gosh, I really love this game. Now, how in the world do I start up a new game? What do I do? Just hit start new game, campaign selection, custom scenarios. Pretty cool there. We got LFG Rex over here, which is the one I've been running a lot out of, and then we got LFG and Friends, which I don't know if you could tell, we actually built a mountain of sand to the top of a building there. That's kind of crazy, but oh well, let's go with it. Let's just start up a second one here and get it going. What should I name this company? Well, I really like the name LFG Rex because I sure do a lot of wrecking. Oh, hold on. I guess I got to type something in here. I think I got to use a keyboard for this. I'm trying to use a controller. We'll go with, I think, LFG S and R, Search and Recovery. Kind of stole that search and recovery from the background there where it says search and recovery, but that's all good. Let's go with that. LFG, that'd be my name, kinda. L Family Gaming. Did it say no? What? Latin letters and numbers or digits? Gosh dang, that's so rude. Let's just go LFG recovery. Now let's do a little customization here with the color of all this. I'm gonna go with the pickup truck. Of course, I'm gonna go with the American style looking pickup truck. Well, I mean, we do got this little Range Rover looking thing, whatever the heck you want to call it. And now we're going to go with the big old truck. Yeah, I'm surprised at the weight. There's not a weight difference on there. That is very surprising the more I look into that. We'll accept this. Now, color-wise, I don't know. I didn't play around with the colors very much last time around. Oh my gosh, I like that. Ooh, I love that black and yellow, baby. Heck yeah, let's do that. Okay, now next up, one thing I didn't do last time around was actually do any logo of any sort. So let's see if we can find the logo here. Is there a way to make this bigger? Because it seems really small. I kind of like that one right there. Is there a color option? Yes, there is. We're down here on the bottom, color options. Guess we can do something that just kind of doesn't stick out very much, or something that sticks out, kind of like this white one. Now there's a background option too, so that allows us to play around with different color options as well. Let's see here. Let's just do a big old, no, not black, because there's already black stripe through there. Maybe white, and then we'll make that logo pop out with a black possibly. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that idea. Kind of sticks out a little more, and definitely sticks out a little more. Now let's go back to that background. Is that the actual white color? I don't know. It doesn't appear to be matching the white color on the truck. That's what's really throwing me off, but oh well, we'll go with it. That looks like gray color. Now we're going to be over here at Precipice, if I could say that name correctly, right? Precipice. Oh, cool. We got garage, shop, company. Oh, wow. I did not realize they kept stats like this. That is crazy. I should definitely check my other file. And I guess this is where I can go in and customize my looks and everything. That is pretty darn cool. Now, of course, on multiplayer, it is a lot easier. And then we got a DLC menu in there, I guess, too. Okay. We got that. I need to get the 4K texture pack. And we got that thing. Let's see here, coming soon. Rebuild expansion. Looking forward to that, coming soon. Go ahead and get that 4K texture pack real quick. Give me 1 second. All done. Got that 4K texture pack in. Here's what it looks like now. I don't know if it changes just the in-game or this image. I'm not 100% sure how that thing works. Now, let's get into our campaign here. So, LFG recovery right here. I believe everything is actually done setting up. That's all good. We'll jump into this Precipice and start it up. Yeah, I really can't tell a big difference. I really cannot. We got Operation Precipice here, so we're in North Africa during springtime. Let's get it going. Oh.
And I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today and every day.
Everybody hates this lady. I know I do. So what's y'all's thoughts on Kelly there? I know a lot of people hate her, and I know I hate her too. Let's put that parking brake on for a second. Big tip right there. Make sure you turn your parking brake on. Hide hints. Okay, I got the hide hints turned on, but I'm still getting hints. Interesting. I guess I gotta get through this little tutorial thing first. Let's get through it, I guess. Nice little inside look here. We got a music album showing up over there. Oh wait, I should probably watch the road instead of looking around inside this truck. But hey, who cares? Let's look around inside this truck. Oh, hold up. I think I got to turn here. Yep, I did have to turn there. I really should pay attention to what I'm doing, right? Yo, objectives are completed. Now I'm assuming I just continue following the road. And Kelly again. You know, I kind of feel sorry for the person that may have been the voice actor here. It could have easily been AI, but there could have also been somebody doing the voice for Kelly. So, yeah, I do feel sorry there. Now, I think this is where it's going to tell me to probably do that terrain scanner, possibly. Yeah, there we go. It gets a little deep right there. A couple of little red spots, X's, whatever you want to call them. No big deal. We can pop it in low. I already have the all-wheel drive and other stuff on, so y'all go away, okay? Yep, terrain scanner. There we go. No big deal. We actually don't need it because we don't really need to go through the water there. Water, deep warning? What was that? Warning, deep water? Gosh. You gotta be kidding me. That is not deep water. Stop your whining. Oh, getting a little stuck here, though. Guess I could use a winch if I remember how to use this thing. Let's see our pull. There we go. Detach, trying to get these controls down. Totally different from SnowRunner controls. I think there's a way you can actually go to SnowRunner controls. I heard some rumors about that. I'm not 100% sure how true that is, but I think I'll be fine without the switch over to SnowRunner controls. I will be fine until I go back to play SnowRunner. That's for sure. Oh, here we go. So we got to attach to that. I don't need you telling me that. I already kind of know what I'm doing here. I'm a professional. Okay. Come on, attach to it. What the heck? Oh, okay. There we go. We're on the move now. Getting that control down a little bit there. And slamming that door open. I wish I could have done both at once. You know, like whenever you walk through a double door and you just pull them both open. Like, oh, yeah, I'm so cool walking in here. Kind of like that. Okay, here we go. We got us a dozer. So we're not going to get anything really big and important as far as road making anytime soon. It's going to be a little while before we get that. You want me to go to the map? Okay, whatever, bro. I need to clear the rubble over here, I guess. Too easy. Clear the way. We'll track that. Open. Well, that's what it wants me to clear. Let's just jump in our vehicle real quick. Not let me jump in my vehicle. Why does it not let me jump in my vehicle? There's also reach a location. Okay, I guess I got to go over there, get close to the vehicle, then jump in. Now, there are some other ways to clear these roads besides using that dozer. If you don't have the dozer nearby, you could always just use the truck. I've used this truck so many times to clear areas, even drag scrap over to like a refinery or something like that. It works out amazingly. Now, of course, it's probably going to be sitting in the way for a minute. Let's pull it up way out of the way because I believe I actually have to go to one of those yellow doors right over there for a mission a little bit later on. Okay, maybe this wasn't a good idea because this is a pretty far pull here. We're definitely switching to that dozer. Open map, see new vehicles. Gotcha. I'm trying. There we go. Got a new vehicle. So here's a few things I mess with as far as running this dozer. Really only marching mode, which I should probably not use much because of how high that blade is up there. It causes some pretty easy tip overs. But also sand flattening. You gotta be careful with manual and destruction. It will straight up tear the ground up. I don't know if it'd tear the ground up with this asphalt here, but regular ground, oh yeah, it would jack it up bad. Now, I think I could just blow right through this gate. Yeah, that seemed to work pretty good. Now, next up is just push all this stuff out of the way. And I just use the sand flattening for this because I know it gets down low. There's a few times where I've had to use manual to try to push something up out of the way, and that's usually whenever there's an uneven terrain and I gotta get the blade lower than what the sand flattening can get it. Like I said, you gotta be a little careful with it. It will just jack up the terrain big time. Come on, hurry up, get out of there. Push you up out of the way. Okay, it's saying I'm done, but I know I'm not done. Let's get this stuff up out of the way. That way any vehicles coming through here can't actually come through here with no issue. There we go, get that up out of the way. Perfect. Next up, let's switch you over to marching and just drive you up out of the way for now. Oh, I just realized I need to open up another door over here. Yeah, I forgot to open a door over here one time whenever I was building her out, and those vehicles were not happy. Yeah, this little door over here needs to be opened. And I can do that real quick before I drive this up to the next location. That mission's done. We're tracking no missions. Let's go back over to objects, go ahead and start tracking, visit our forward base. And we'll get up there here in just a little bit. First, I do want to open that gate. I might be able to open it over here, possibly. It is a sliding one, not a push or a pull one. At least I think it is. Let's see here. Maybe it is a push one. Oh, hey, there we go. I thought it was a sliding one. I guess not. There we go. Perfect. Now that's open. Yeah, like I said, I had a big issue there. Big issue. And maybe I can find the clip and show y'all. Holy cow, they're having a problem back here. Ah! I don't think I did this right. Nope. I did not do it right. Being on this map before, I kind of remember a little bit of this area and everything. That is pretty nice. I like that a lot. And it's helping me out a lot with saving time from having to go into the map over and over and over again. Gosh, I had to do that so many times. So many times. There we go. Object complete. Now, probably got to listen to Kelly again. There, knew it. Gosh, dang. Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and build a route to deliver the crane parts to the phosphate plant. Pretty simple. We'll click on that, click on this, whatever, open up, start plotting. Yeah, we shouldn't have much of an issue here. There's no road building you can do, so these roads should work. Should is the key word there. One thing I also did learn, you put a lot of small points close together on the corners, it's more prone to messing up. And I've seen a lot of people still do those small points. Short distance points is what I'm talking about. I don't know, maybe something updated or something like that, but a few people told me about that in the live, and ever since then I've been making less points on these corners, and my trucks have been working out amazingly. Really amazing. There we go, dispatch those vehicles, that's good to go. We got the option to follow it, and not gonna worry about it. We are in a hurry here, especially since I'm on single player. We gotta keep this moving. There's another objective out there. If that does stop and not work, it will end up telling me in the top left, route failed. You know, I think the reason everybody hates Kelly so much is because she talks so much on this first mission here. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I just got done listening to her again. I'm not gonna let y'all sit through all that. No, I ain't gonna torture y'all with that. I think the internet can agree that she is the worst. And another mission here, objective. We'll go ahead and start tracking it. Got to find it, get it over there. Oh, let's see here. I think I keep going straight. Pretty sure I do. Oh, look, big old crane over there. I wonder if I can use that big crane. I don't know. Looks like we're coming up on the radius here now, so that's good. It wants me to do some object scanner thing. I don't need to do that. I know exactly where it's at, so no big deal. I'll probably do it once I get closer. That way I could show you where it's at. Actually, right up there, that crate. Maybe it'll actually give me the little point thing here in a second. Object scanner. Hey, there it is. Now it's showing me. Awesome. We got to find our way up there, which is through a little obstacle course up the building. Because, yes, this seems totally legit. Do that one first. I totally fell off this one time. I was able to, like, recover myself. I didn't see this part right here and realize I had to go this way. I somehow am just straight up blind. I missed that one. Drove up here instead, and I drove straight off of this thing. But apparently I'm not supposed to do that. So the route got done. No, I like drove off. I was completely off of it. Did somehow save myself. Hey, wait, I got a little clip of that too. Maybe I can show y'all. Chat kindly. All right, man. Thanks for that Discord chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. See, I got a problem here because I think I was supposed to come across that way. I don't think I'm getting back out. Now here is our generator. I'm gonna go ahead and get turned around, hooked up to it with the winch. Kind of weird they want us to do it that way. That's what I was saying. I wonder if I can use the crane. I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got to drag it the whole way. Let me try to see if I can jump in that crane. Nah, it's not giving me anything for nearby vehicles. It would give me the crane if it was an option. But one thing that really did help is just keep it like really close. And I'm going to do that right here by pulling in the winch. And keep it really close. That helps lift up that front half right there and gets it up over these humps and little pieces that may get caught on. See how it lifts up every time I hit the throttle? That's what I'm looking for. Now, of course, whoever built this crate is an absolute masterpiece because this would break and fall apart big time. I need to like come in contact with whoever built this crate. There we go, push you down. Oh, they got a vest up there. Nah, nice little detail right there. That's pretty cool. Oh man, sinking down just a little bit there. We're good, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get out of this. Yeah, I really can't tell a big difference with the 4K texture pack. Hey, all done there. I believe we still have that route going. Let's go over to infrastructure. Yes, we do. Operational, remaining rewards, $1,000 and 450 XP. Let's try to get it all. Okay, so they want me to plot a route here as well. Then they also want me to move some concrete slabs. And I'm gonna hold off on the concrete slabs right now because these routes, they take multiple vehicles to go through and they're just actually gonna take the longest. So let's go ahead and get this started up first. Gonna come right out of this building here. Let's see here, this building to the left right there, that yellow door right there. That's where it's gonna come out of. I'm gonna shoot straight through this water. It's actually not deep and we don't got any road building materials. This will work and this will be fine. I guess there's a little thing in the top right. I'll zoom in on it, that little wheel. Not 100% sure what those wheels mean, but it's showing it as a green, as in it should be fine driving through. I think that's what that means. As far as like the difficulty of the route, there's like a yellow and a red color too to let us know how more difficult it may get. Maybe I should like read that part of the tutorial. I probably already passed over it not paying attention. There's a very good chance of that. It probably told me on the very first route I set up, but I wasn't paying attention. And this is the door I went ahead and opened because of this route right here. This is the route that caused a bunch of issues for me previously. That route's up and going. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Like I said, if it gets stuck, it will let me know, then we'll revisit that. Let's go ahead and jump back over here with our, what is this, our crane. There we go, enter. It's gonna be pretty easy as well. We just gotta get 6 slabs in there. And we got 4 right here. There's a couple over there. There's some over there. It's pretty simple, I'd say. Now, really what makes it so simple is the fact that I can just leave the crane right here and just pull them right into this area. First, let's get those anchors out so I don't flip over. And I'm gonna lift that up just a hair, grab a hold of the one right there, and then just slide it on over, and then detach, and it should go in there. What the heck, why is it not going in there? I can't ever tell which one's the unload and check out part. Maybe I do gotta move it just a little. Hey, there it goes, perfect. Now just go ahead and attach and take that rope up and then detach. Do the same thing over and over again. It just kind of falls in place. Works out amazingly. So if you ever find a situation like that, even the one over there could get reached. Holy cow, I did not expect that to get reached. But yeah, just drag it right in. Don't even got to move the boom, arm, whatever you want to call it. And done. Well, done with those 4. We still got some more to do. I might be able to possibly use these ones over here on this platform. Let's see here, toggle those anchors, bring it in. I'm not 100% sure if I can load them into this area too. I think I can. Let's give that a try. We'll just suck this one in right here and try to unload it here. Possibly. Come on. Nope. Too easy. This is not much weight, I don't believe. It's been a while since I've used this crane here. We'll just take those anchors off. It's leaning just a hair. A hair is fine. We just got to drive it over here and dump it off. One more after this one, and we will be done. Okay, and there's that last one right there. Just went ahead and grabbed it from a little distance there. You can see in that cage over there, that is our actual storage where this stuff is being stored at. Then we can check it out as we need it. Cool thing about these little points here is you can check them out across the map. That is awesome. Okay, this mission's done now. I think maybe I gotta like complete it somehow. Let's see here. I don't understand this. Some of them are like this where I have to actually transfer the resources and complete it. Okay, maybe it's just the ones where I have to actually transfer them that I have to do that. Connect the warehouse and forward base with a route. Oh man. Well, Kelly did say this route is not essential. It's a side mission. And we're gonna try to do all the side missions. I don't see why not. Oh man, how deep is this? Didn't look too deep on the map, top map. And it's not looking too deep as I look up either. If only I had a scanner that would show me that, right? Nah, there we go. Okay, not bad. I've never actually really used that scanner before. I believe it's an option in SnowRunner as well, but I've never used it, really. Making it over here to do the side mission now. Let's see exactly what we got to do. Connect the warehouse to the forward base with a route. Okay, I guess I'll open that route thing there. So it's got a different color tire to it. Like I said, I'm just not 100% sure what those mean. So we'll start plotting. Oh man, that's gonna be a far one, huh? Forward base. Yeah. Let's see if they make it. This road is actually in pretty good condition now. After the storm comes through, it gets pretty bad. Now, it gives you a bunch of points to use over there. Route points left. I'm seeing 184 right now. And I've never came close to using all those. Never. So if you worry about using up all your route points, reconsider the way you're laying down your route. Like I said, longer distances seem to work out pretty good. even for the corners here, people, even myself, I used shorter distances on the corners whenever this game first came out, thinking it would help, and it really did not help at all. It made it worse. I think I turned this way. Yeah, I do. And here we go, connecting there, and we'll dispatch those vehicles. We got that other route there. Let's check on these routes, see how they're running and going. Looks like we have remaining rewards there still. Okay, come on, are you like still coming out? Okay, there it is, per truck, 50 XP, 200 buckos. So that tells me I'm eventually gonna run out of the money rewards and only be getting the XP rewards. Okay, whatever. And this one right here, we got 300 per on the XP and 400 per on the dollar amount. So keep it running and going. Yeah, they'll come out eventually, but if you want them to come out faster, all you got to do is cancel the route and start it back up. I've had to do that a few times around. So we got a new vehicle here. It's probably going to be the one for this main mission, bring resources to the phosphate plant. Let's go ahead and jump in this vehicle. I should have started tracking it, my bad. Let's start tracking this mission. We'll open it. They want 3 concrete slabs here and 2 metal beams. I will load all that up in one truck load. First, we'll start with the, well, I don't know. I was gonna say concrete slabs because it'd be a nice flat base, but I can also probably do a metal beam on each side of the trailer bed where it's still a flat base. Yeah, now we're gonna go with the concrete slabs on the bottom and some metal beams. We do have those steel beams. I'm saying metal beams, but we do have those steel beams there in the top right. They gave them to us after we completed, I think, bring the concrete over or something. I don't know exactly how we got them, but they gave them to us. Now we only have 2 to check out as far as concrete goes, but we have multiples laying around everywhere, like right here. And that's exactly what I'll use, is this one over here. Eventually you'll have the opportunity to purchase one of these mule trucks with a crane on it. I guess there is a achievement out there if you do not buy any upgraded equipment at all. That's kind of interesting, I think. And I'm kind of thinking about doing it on this one, then I'm just like, nah, don't waste your time with that stuff. This might work. I do worry about how far the boom goes outward in front of me, but let's get it going. See if it does work. Yeah, I don't think the boom goes out very far, actually. Just have to end up moving that truck back some. That looks like a good position for it. Jump back over to the crane, hook back up to that. As soon as I switched over trucks, this concrete slab just fell out of the sky. I'm glad everybody's safe, because we definitely are going to live in a world of OSHA violations around here, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, one of the things I always joked about at work that I really wish we had was a quick disconnect for our crane. I mean, it's kind of a joke, but there's also a serious use for it, which was smashing down some scrap metal we had. Now, the more I thought about it with the whole smashing down scrap metal and everything, yeah, it would help smash it down, but I'm also worried it would actually shoot some pieces flying out. But yeah, no, I always said we need a quick disconnect on our crane. Now, we didn't run cranes like this. These were overhead cranes that ran on a track and everything. Now, I have ran cranes like this before on a truck and stuff. I did that in the Army a little bit, recovery training and stuff. I did it for training. One of my best friends when we were in Afghanistan, he was actually part of the recovery team. He came out and recovered me once. We got stuck while we were out on patrol, and he had to come out and recover me. There we go. Got 2 in there. Just need another one and then some steel beams. An objective complete. Looks like one of our other routes worked out. That one that is a far distance away. Now, I believe, even without getting all those resources from those routes, it will still say we're 100% done. So that's the real question. Do I wait to get all those resources out, or do I just go ahead and move on to the next map whenever I'm completely done with everything? I'm not sure. That's why I started those routes up fast as possible. That way they can run their course and get as much rewards out of them as possible. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed on one of my save files there, I had like $300,000. Before I had that $300,000, I had $400,000. So I really don't spend much money, but that was because I was playing multiplayer and I was borrowing everybody's vehicles. There's one, well, actually there's 2 vehicles I really want to buy. There's a dump truck, DLC dump truck, and then there's the mule with the crane. Because if I got the mule with the crane, that means I ain't got to run 2 trucks over to the destination to load up this one mule truck. That is what would make it really, really hard if you wanted to do that achievement where you don't buy any vehicles. Because you'd have to do the whole run 2 trucks thing. You'd have to run this truck over there, then run a crane truck over there. It would just take longer, right? Twice as long. And then there's the possibility of having to unload as well. But let's see here. Steel beams. There we go. I think I checked out 2. Where the heck did the other one go? Oh, it's behind me. Okay, this seems like a pretty good position. Probably don't need the anchors, but just to be on the safe side and get into the habit of it, let's use them. Get them out there and going. I think that might work right there. Heck yeah, it does. And then we'll put the other one right on top, and we are good to head over there and get that completed. Now, if I was to make 2 trips, I would actually have to unload this stuff on the ground because it doesn't auto unload for a mission like this. Oh, man. Oh, missed it. I can change the camera mode right here where I can be directly above the crane part. I don't know. I just get used to running it from the default camera mode of the truck. I really don't have too big of an issue there. Now let's jump into this one, strap it down, and get going. That's our load. I find it really hard to believe that these materials here are supposed to build 2 cranes. Yeah, that is exactly what this is supposed to build, 2 cranes. There they are getting built right now. That is very believable, right? Honestly, I don't know if I'd want a realistic material list for building that crane. That would be a lot of metal. Okay, let's figure this out, control-wise and everything. There we go. We can grab that, lift you up. Whoa, hold on. Gotta figure out the controls here. Rope link, take you up. These are actually the ones I've kind of liked the most. Well, you know, I actually... Oh, that's the wrong button. Just gotta get used to it. I actually like the log cranes. Log cranes I really enjoy doing and using. So this is pretty simple. Just got to get that blue color changed over. So I don't even know if I got to make it look very nice or neat or anything there. Come on, get in there. Okay, let's try to rotate it. Oh, wrong thing. And there, change to green, let it go. It's good to go now. Get it down eventually. What in the world? Why is it not trying to attach? Okay, I guess I really just got to get it lower. A couple of camera mode options might help me some, maybe. I don't know. I don't think anything can help me, to be honest with you. I'm just horrible at this, right? The one thing I really liked about this, and I think the log one, was the fact that you could run multiple directions at once. That's one thing I really like to do whenever I operate a crane. I don't know if you're really supposed to, but like I said, OSHA violations, right? I actually have a hat that says Certified OSHA Violator. I got it whenever I was working at my last job where I actually ran cranes and forklifts. And I didn't buy one just for me. I bought one for the safety manager too, just to give him a fair warning. I'm just kidding. He knew it was full of a bunch of OSHA violations. Like every safety manager really does. Okay, we're done. Out of reach with this crane. I believe there's actually a little stopping point down there, or just a bunch of dirt across the tracks. You know, hold on. Can I go off the rails here? Let's check that out, because I don't see a stopping thing over here. Not gonna let me drive right off that rail, is it? Maybe it will. Kind of interested to figure that out. Come on, come on. Go off the rails. Nope, it stopped. All good though. Oh man, it won't let me jump over to the other crane. That's cool. We can jump in this menu right here. Got it. One down, another one to go, and man, I'm getting good at this. That went really fast. Y'all see that? I might put it in fast forward mode, so y'all ain't got to wait around for everything. Y'all may notice that I do like a quick edit type thing style, where I just cut out a bunch of the fluff and everything. So if I'm not talking, I'm just gonna end up cutting it out. Don't want to waste y'all's time, right? Oh man, they gonna touch tips over there. That'd never be good, right? Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Ooh, man. Okay, so this controller here has buttons on the back of the handles, which I absolutely kind of hate because of that reason right there. I accidentally hit those buttons. Well, there went that piece. Let's go back for another one. If you drop it in the water, it does just respawn right here. Somebody did tell me that, and I was wondering about it one time on multiplayer, and I asked about it, so that's whenever they told me about it. I guess somebody was playing multiplayer with somebody else, and they were trying to sabotage him, kind of. I think they knew each other. Oh my gosh, no! I hit the freaking button again. That's really not on purpose. I want to hurry up and get this done with. But yeah, no, anyways, they were trying to sabotage them, and they were trying to throw these in the water, make it harder on them. And turns out that they just respawn over here. So I'm going to keep my hands off the back, my fingers off the back of this dang controller here. Or at least try to. Okay, here we go. Come on, bam, slapped right in. Objective complete. Hey, something got unlocked. I think the Mule T1. That's along with the crane, I believe. I guess I could buy it. $35,820 is our bank account balance. So all goals completed. This is actually going to show up as 100%, but I don't have 100% of the rewards. Let me work on getting 100% of the rewards. There's an option to return to the hub or continue playing. I'm going to continue playing for a little bit. I got remaining money here. I got remaining supplies here. The supplies is just straight junk. I don't need it. The XP and the money is kind of what I'm after. It's really not much. It should get done here in a minute. And we are going to start up Aftermath. So previously we ended up completing Precipice. And Aftermath's up next. So that was before the storm. The storm came through, Aftermath now. This is probably going to be like a part one of so on of Aftermath. I don't know how many parts it's going to take for us to get 100% here completed, and I don't know how much time I'm going to take building extra roads and stuff, because this part right here is where you get to build the roads. Let's get started though. Operation Aftermath, North Africa, spring. Your company returns to the region after the storm has passed to witness the aftermath and help mitigate the consequences. Hey, that's pretty cool. So there's actually a lot of stuff we leave behind after completing this level too. That kind of blows my mind. I always thought it'd be a cool thing if the developers of this game added like a DLC, something like more missions DLC, more jobs DLC or something like that, because like I said, there's a lot left over, a whole lot. Hey, maybe that's something they already have planned in the future, or maybe somebody out there is watching. Highly doubt that one. But what do y'all think should be added to this game? You know, kind of listening to Kelly right there talk for a second made me realize there's actually not a way for me to skip her, unfortunately. And wow, I'm turning out the wrong direction here. So we got to go all the way down south here. I'm just going to call this north up here. I think that's north. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here. We actually have a north thing. Let's point north real quick. It's right there in the top. So that is north. Which way is that? Oh, okay, so I was right. That is north. Cool. So we got to head down all the way south real quick and shoot across the bridge. A little bit of driving to do, and this road is completely torn up now. I learned my lesson on my live stream. Oh my gosh, I ran into so many of those holes. So many of them. But it shouldn't be a big deal this time around. Well, we'll see what happens. Deep water, come on, man. Maybe I should probably, like, you know, stay out of the water possibly. That sounds like a great idea. But who's got great ideas? Not me. I'll tell you that right now. I think one thing that was a great idea was this tank paint color. I'm loving this. There's somebody out there that probably is hating this. Person's name is called the Blue Zach. He's told me before he hates the color yellow. I didn't do this because of that, but I just saw the black and yellow and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. My previous colors were just straight red. That's it. Just a bright red. That was it. A little road heading up that way. That's interesting. Guess probably a little path telling me to go around this, but who got time for that? I ain't going around it. I'm going through it. Straight through it. Now, not really straight through it. We're kind of going around the side here. Just don't flip over. Don't flip over. This truck's actually navigating a lot better through here than I ever thought it would. Like, in real life, I don't know, these pickup trucks are pretty heavy. They usually don't have the best of tires on them. What are we even working with here? I mean, they look like slicks after all the mud's been on them. Well, like, no thread at all. So, really, I don't think this truck would be getting through here. Now, I have done a lot of off-roading in the past. I had a Jeep Cherokee, 94 Jeep Cherokee, had a small lift on it. I think it was only a 3-inch lift. And no, maybe that one had a 6-inch lift. I can't remember. And the tires weren't too big. They were 31s or 33-inch tires, off-road tires. And also had an 89 Suzuki Sidekick. That thing looked like a mini monster truck, because if y'all know Suzuki Sidekick, y'all probably heard of the Suzuki Samurai. That's a pretty popular one, so pretty similar. And that thing had a hard time getting stuck. It's really, really light. And the frame of it is so different than most vehicles. Like, as you can tell in a pickup truck, the frame here is pretty long and usually a little wider. So my frame was shorter and narrower. So that means I wasn't sinking down in like the same ruts that was already left over from other people. But yeah, no, that thing was pretty cool. I had a winch on it. I had to do a lot of recoveries with it, not just pulling me out, but pulling other people out. Now, of course, with it being light, it is not the best thing to pull people out. So that's where I had to like attach to a tree or park in front of a tree. So you may have seen me do that in SnowRunner, and I may do it on this series too. Stupid Kelly. So yeah, that's definitely a technique I have used in real life with having a lighter vehicle. So it's looking like there's not much here. I think it's about to tell me I could scan possibly, or wait, no, maybe that was a different area. But off to the left here is actually a area that's missing 2 huge sections of road. And I don't really need to go over there. I think there's one mission that heads in that direction, but there's no reason for me to turn left here and head left. So we're going to shoot right here. In this area right through here, we actually need to end up fixing up. I mean, it's not bad right here. It gets a lot worse. We'll probably end up needing to fix it up pretty good, push these rocks right here out of the way. There's a route that needs to run through here eventually. So I've already beaten this map. I don't think I got 100%. There was probably something I was missing out there. I didn't really know much about the whole 100% thing, and I was just kind of going with it on the first two little bubbles. So the first two little bubbles, what I'm talking about here, is this African map. Absolutely love this game, though. This is so awesome. So awesome. Let's keep it going. Pulling into the harbor now, and you know, this is one thing I wish they'd add for like a mission, but obviously you can roleplay it if you want to. Clean up all this mess. Like, just fix up these areas. Rebuild some of these houses, deliver materials here and there, stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. Then, of course, it'd get very, very time consuming. A lot of people wouldn't do that. Let's just go ahead and pull up in here for a second, then we got to back out because we got to run that crane. Actually, I don't even think we're in the way, but we're at the harbor. What is that? The cavalry has arrived, but your work is just getting started. Kelly here telling me I need to jump in this crane, move all this stuff out of the way. I guess I really don't need to use the crane. I could, pull it out of the way possibly. Let's see here, trying to get this to move in the right direction. Yeah, each one of these are a little different. Just a little different. Now, how am I going to move these out of the way? This thing actually goes past the little arms, upright arms. We just got to rotate it the right way, swing it over to the other side. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen a crane like this. Let's see here, load, rotate, and now we just got to move some direction. Some direction, I don't know what direction. Nope, that's not the right direction. That's not right. That's not right either. Oh, it's the left stick. Okay, there it goes. I should probably just try to read a little more. But yeah, no, it goes past this, and I can drop them off right here. It's not going to look the neatest, but it's going to get the job done. And detach, heck yeah. That is awesome. Just two more to do, and then we are clear to our garage. That should be what's up there at the top of the screen, that little blue area. Send additional support to the transit point. Okay, so I guess we got a little route mission there we got to do too. Oh yeah, now I like the ones like this where I could run multiple things at once. For example, running the rail crane movement down this way, dropping the crane at the same time. Yeah, there we go. I'm starting to get it down a little, trying to figure out these controls without looking too much. That works out pretty nicely, I think. Slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Sorry. I get a little crazy sometimes. Yeah, let's just go crazy. Sitting here talking to myself all day long. Could do that, right? I think it could. Now, let's see here. That's obviously in the way, and I ain't got to go that way. I don't have to stack them up on that, but I just kind of like putting them up there out of the way. There's even those bigger ones over there. I wonder if I can pick those up. You know, I might give that a try in a second. Not because I need to move them or anything, just because I thought it'd be pretty interesting to pick up and move. Let's see here. Looks like that mission's done, even though I wasn't tracking it. That's kind of weird. It didn't give me that mission. It gave me a different mission in the top right. But just for the heck of it, let's see if we can actually grab this. Apparently, there's an achievement out there for falling from a certain height. So I think if you pick up your truck right here with this crane, you can get that achievement reached. All you gotta do is pick it up all the way to the top. And actually, you know what? It used to go above the top. I wonder if they fixed that. Let's watch that real quick. Oh, yeah, looks like they did put a limit switch on there. It used to go actually above the little drum up there for the winch cable. Yeah, we're done there. Let's jump back over to our pickup truck. Well, I don't even think we need this, but we'll just get it out of the way because we definitely got to come through here with a route. And we got a new truck over there where that little plus is, with a little truck and a plus. I don't think I've ever really used that truck. I might have used it once just to give it a try, because this is about the time where I realized I got enough money we can buy a mule, which is kind of a truck similar to this almost, if you don't remember from the last episode, but it's kind of similar to this. Not as awesome as this one. I wish I could get this truck with a crane on it. I don't know if you can or not, but get that mule with the... Can I jump in this crane? No. But get that mule with the crane on it. That way I don't have to move two things at once. So let's go into objectives here. Send additional support to the transit. We got nothing on the side mission. So got to go right there. Reach location. Oh, I just got to drive over there. Okay. Cool. We'll take the pickup truck because it's faster. And we don't need that other truck for anything. Here is the point. And this actually is kind of a bad area. So that's why they're giving us this dump truck now. So we actually have to lay down some sand. So what is this? Sports a wide bed. Okay, that's cool. Less tippy, I guess. And a powerful something. And I actually didn't get time to read all that. My bad. Oh well, that's cool. Y'all can pause to read if you really want to. Most of the time I usually don't read this stuff anyways. As you can tell, I'm skipping all the Kelly stuff. Gosh. Oh, Kelly. I think I'm just gonna have a pure hatred for anybody named Kelly out there moving forward. Oh yeah. Oh man, this thing is slow. Send additional support to the transit. Hold on, wait. I don't need to make this road yet. Oh, I gotta build that route. Okay. Well, do I even have a dozer? Yes. They gave it to me on the first one. Okay, cool. I'll definitely need a dozer of some sort. Let's go ahead and start building this route out real quick. Is it route or route? I'm kind of thinking I should go wider with it. Nah, this will work. This corner right here is horrible, but it is the best way to go. I don't know if that little thing I did there is going to work or not. If not, I can make adjustments. And they want to go pretty far down in this direction, which is fine, except for this part right here. That is pretty muddy, and they will definitely not get there. Now, it's showing green tires up there. I'm guessing that means they're not off-road tires, possibly, because this is definitely not a green route. This is not an easy route. So maybe that's what those tires mean. Maybe y'all answered my question or let me know a little more in that first episode. I'm not sure. I don't think the first episode's even came out yet. I'm not really recording very far ahead. So this was next up on my to-do list. So, hey, here I am. Now, there's a little cement. My bad. Apparently, I say that wrong. There's a little cement mixture right there. I remember getting caught up on that before. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess I say the word cement wrong or cement wrong. I don't know. I just say the C word, I guess. C. You know, C. The C letter. Make the C sound. I guess I'm making that sound wrong. Never realized that my whole life. Nobody ever corrected me. I made a little short video about it. A lot of people making fun of me. I don't know if they're really making fun of me, but they're there. Okay, so yeah, that route's definitely gonna get held up in a minute. No doubt about that. Let's see where it gets held up. There's also another option. You could push these. So that's a big truck. That one's fine, but I think it comes out with a van. Yeah, that van right there. Oh my gosh, that freaking van. This thing is horrible. This thing is absolutely horrible. But I might as well get a thumbnail pic, right? Looks like that first one made the corner, second one's making the corner. Wow, they made that corner a lot better than I thought they would. Okay. Yeah, if that first one doesn't get caught up here, the second one definitely will. So let's go ahead and get our dozer out real quick and start heading over that way. I don't want to start laying the sand, causing it to stop it. Let's deploy this out. Gonna take a second, little drive over there. I do have a little, no I don't. I was about to say I have something to transport it. I ain't got that yet. That actually comes in later on this map. You know, that's another thing I wish I'd probably fix is that marching mode. That blade is just way too high. And I mean, it's caused me to tip over a few times, and I could easily just go into manual mode and lower it. But I'm always afraid I'm gonna mess something up big time. Oh, looky there, they're definitely stuck up there. Okay, yeah, that's gonna cause it. I could come behind and push, but I don't want to push them every single time. But we might as well go ahead and build the road. And I think there's multiple routes I need to go through this direction already. Now, is it worth paving and stuff? No. We don't even have the paving equipment right now. Sand will do the job really good. And even after a while, sand may end up getting ruts built into it as well. So your route that you may have work once could fail 2 or 3 trucks down the line. And you just keep an eye on that and just keep patching it up where it messes up and all that stuff. But let's see if I can do a better job of laying out the sand here than I've done previously. I don't want to do a multiple lane, but then again, it's like, why waste my time doing it? It's like I got to be very gentle here. It's like it's just going to end up shooting out, and I think I went too far. I need to back up some. It's just going to dump right out. Come on. There it goes. Okay, perfect. Well, it's good. It's not perfect, I don't think, but it's good. Now, you want to build a big wide road, go right ahead. That's all up to you. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I just need to get a vehicle through here. I did say multiple routes will probably travel through here later on, but by that point, I think this route we're trying to get working right now should be done and over with. Now, the sand fill, it's filling in pretty good there. I mean, you just see it coming from the top. If y'all didn't know, come over here to layers. I guess it's telling me to do this right now in the tutorial. You can see the radius of where your sand quarries are. If you don't want to use that radius, feel free to just drive right back, refill it, whatever. I'm going to use it though. I'm definitely going to use it. And gosh dang, what is with these tips? I turned all this tip stuff off. Hide hints, all that. Now this part right here maybe doesn't need sand. I don't know. I do know there's another spot right up here that could definitely use it, so let's get this refilled. I know I'm about to leave the sand zone as well. So at a later point, there will be parts where I need to either drive in to get more sand or just build a bridge. And we'll definitely be looking at building a bridge here in a second. That actually comes up next on the tutorial, I believe, right after this spot. Oh, hey, there we go. Cannot refill sand. We're out of the active zone. That is perfectly fine. Let's pull forward here, take it out of low. I don't like driving around on low. This thing's slow already. All we got to do is kind of back up some and try to get back in that zone. And then pull back up and lower again. Repeat. I don't know, maybe one more dump load right there will do it. I'm hoping so. So what I do is I just keep hitting that down arrow. There it goes. It even told me in the bottom left. I mean, y'all might not be able to see it, but yeah, it tells you in the bottom left the refill sand thing. I'm gonna probably have my face there. How y'all liking that little face cam thing there? Hope y'all are enjoying it. I don't know if I'm liking it too much. It's like, man, now I actually got to put on clothes. I gotta be somewhat presentable. I'm just kidding. Thought about wearing a suit. That'd be pretty funny, just wearing a full-on suit and tie. But one big problem with that, my suit doesn't fit anymore. Guess I could go out and buy something cheap. Hey, there we go. I think that's gonna come out pretty good. There was a gap between those two sand piles, but that first one's gonna end up pushing and filling that gap. Now, here's actually where we're gonna build the bridge, right up here, right across that. We could build a land bridge with a bunch of sand. That would take a long time, and I started doing that on one of my live streams, just messing around. It's right over here, but you wouldn't ever have to drive to refill because you got the two sand quarries here, one over here on this side that we can see, and then there's another one over here we can't see yet. So you'd never have to drive to refill. It would just take a lot of dumping to do. So let's change this from marching mode over to not manual, not destruction, but sand flattening. I went the wrong direction. I could have hit the other button and it would have ended up in the right spot on the first try. So yeah, we're just gonna drive back and forth, back and forth. I don't know about doing back and forth as the best route here. I know I see a lot of people just kind of back up and go forward again. But with this being a pretty simple road, I'm just gonna drive back and forth with it. That might actually be good enough. I don't think I'm gonna need to hit it again. If you want super level roads, super level roads, here's a tip for you. You're gonna need a lot of sand, a lot more than you ever think you need. And you got a low spot, add more sand. Got a high spot, I guess smooth it out, then add more sand, stuff like that. You're gonna need a whole lot of sand to get it pretty smooth, and you're gonna need to go over it a lot. So once you put it in reverse while you're in the sand flattening mode, it brings the blade up to this height. And that'd be pretty nice if we could change the marching mode to that. And hey, that might end up being a mod that comes out pretty fast, is change the height of the marching mode. And not a bad idea if anybody's already out there making mods. I ain't that smart. I ain't that smart. Huge shout out to the modern community out there. Thank you so much for all the work you do to these games. You make them so much more enjoyable, so much more fun. Honestly, it's kind of sad how much farming simulator, how much they require, or don't really require, but how much they rely on the modding community. And they just can't build like the best of the best base game. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I play a base game quite a bit, but the mods just make it 100 times better. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of games are like that too, not just farm sim. Okay, so that should be good enough. The one thing that does concern me is, did I have the route over where that sand is now? And yes, looks like it is. So it should start up right here where this is at. I don't know if it's going to spin its tires or not. Let's dispatch those vehicles. We'll spectate that real quick. Looks like it is going. And I think I have a crane. So there's a little rut starting to form right here. Let's look at it real quick. Right there in the bottom. It's a little rut starting to form, kinda. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab our big crane and start heading over that direction, because I know I'm going to need an X. It's not telling me yet. I believe I would have to wait until that little mission part's done, and then it would tell me. But I don't want to wait around. Let's get it over there. Time is money. That is pretty cool with the AI drivers here. You can see the tracks that are left behind, and they build tracks, make tracks, and they say that might not have been the AI driver.
Good job there. You need a base of
my
operations
dozer. Okay, well, this is the next part here. Miss Kelly, she told us to go ahead and come over here and start building this bridge. Also, there's a new mission added for a reserve of concrete slabs. Let's see here, go to map real quick. Go over to bridge, a little tutorial thing it's trying to teach me. Hopefully I don't block up traffic here. And just start building. So I guess that little point thing, try to put it in the center. Little tip here, I guess. And then make it go across and put it in the center again. Now, might be able to get down to less slabs if I get a little bit closer on the initial startup, but I'm not really worried about it. So let's go with that. That's 8 slabs. Might have been able to get to 7. Like if I started a little bit further up on the platform there, that could have done it possibly, and then maybe end it right there. Let's try it. It doesn't hurt anything. Let's give it a go. Let's see here. Come on. Get it right there on the edge. Try to do less slabs, less work, right? Come across. Oh, look at that. It is saying 7. Oh, heck yeah. So yeah. A little trick right there helps out. Now let's get this crane up here. Come on, get out of the way. Oh yeah, didn't get ran over. So yeah, I guess they don't really leave tracks through the sand. That's kind of weird because I know they'll create new ruts and stuff like that. Like we can see their track right there on the ground. I'll even zoom in on it right there because I have not driven in that direction yet. So they don't push down tracks in the sand, I guess, unless they're just super heavy like this stuff I'm running here. That could be it. So this is a pretty simple one. I got the parking brake on. Let's come up here, just move these around, and we'll be done. Now I think I might have to get a little bit closer. Let's get that arm out, up, and anchors for sure. Don't forget those anchors. Especially over here, you don't flip over in the water, right? So we'll grab this one down here. Oh yeah, there's another mission that was added too. Let's look at that real quick. Objective, it's a side mission. Send a convoy with concrete to the harbor base. So this is one I was talking about whenever we were driving in here. Across the bridge here. We drove across the bridge, if you can remember correctly, up this direction. I said, hey, we're gonna have to build a road through here. Now, I don't know if we actually have to build a road. Well, we'll have to plot a route, but I don't know if we'll have to actually build anything over here. I do know these boulders, the little rocks, are gonna cause a problem, but I also know that vehicle that they give us can drive up over here. So it's giving us orange tires looking like right there. It gives us pretty good vehicle. I think it gives us the best option vehicle. Maybe there's one out there that's better. I don't know. I really need to look up what the heck those tires mean. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's take care of this first, and then we'll get that route set up and going next. Need to hurry up and get those routes going because they take a while to complete. Now I'll just pull this over, drop it in there, and it will disappear just like that. That's 1 of 7. Let's keep going until I get 7 of 7. I'm hoping this works. I don't know. Maybe I got to bring the arm in. So you see where I'm hooked up here? I'm pretty far over here. But yeah, if you just hook up, take that rope in, it should slide into place possibly. Actually, I don't think I'm far enough to the left. Oh, wait, hold on. Drop it. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. And then we'll just do that again for these 3 that were over here in this area. Yeah, that's a little less arm movement with it and everything. Do a nice little side pull with the crane, right? That's always fun. And I believe that is it. Oh, hey, there it is right there. Bridge done. Bridge is done, heck yeah. Let's pack up those anchors, hold up this crane, get this thing out of the way. I don't think we're gonna need it again for a little while. Kind of pull it up here out of the way, I guess. I don't want to drive straight. I want to go ahead and set up this route I was talking about a little while ago. We'll just drive right up over this little slab we got over here. Nope, not let me drive. Guess I'm hitting a pallet of looks like cement bags. I'm just gonna stick with the cement. Y'all have fun with that one. That's out of the way. Let's go ahead and jump into our dozer. I gotta drive all the way back in that direction. To save time, I'm gonna do that recovery thing there. That was moving in the top left. We got a recovery area. Oh gosh, that would save a lot more time. We got a recovery area over here too. I was gonna go to the harbor base and drive, but I didn't realize there was a recovery area here. That does not use up any fuel. You may notice in the top right, there's a fuel thing, and that is for something a little special, and we will see later on this map. What that does is it allows you to jump across the map to a certain vehicle, and that will save you a lot of time, especially if you don't have any jump points nearby or anything like that, and you'll have a lot of fuel left over by the time you get done with these maps, so use it, I guess. I wasn't using it very much, so I ended up losing that fuel, so it's like use it or lose it, okay? You don't get to roll it over to the next map, unfortunately. That would be pretty cool, and I kind of thought that would happen, so I was kind of saving it up like, oh, I don't want to waste this fuel. No, it's really not a waste. It's more of a waste of time if you don't use it, I guess. Okay, coming up to these boulders here. Now, you have multiple modes here. You may think, hey, let's go into manual mode. Let's see here. What do we got? We got manual mode. That actually destroys the ground big time too. And you don't want that. You destroy the ground, these vehicles are going to get stuck even more. Destruction mode, it says it takes up the asphalt, but it also destroys the ground too pretty bad. What I would suggest is just go into sand flattening. There's a few times where I've had to use manual to get to a few of these items in the road. For example, I mean, we just rolled over one of the rocks. I guess I could have done manual mode and went a little lower. So sometimes this blade does not go low enough for what you're trying to do here. So then bam, you got to get in there with manual mode. Also, these rocks can be picked up with a crane too, if you want to use a crane instead. I just like doing it this way. It seems a little more realistic to me than using a crane. Also, you can only move one at a time with the crane. This one you can move multiple. There are some little ones left over here. I guess I could nitpick and probably pick them up, but I don't think they're going to cause any issues for the truck that's trying to drive through here. I see a couple down there to the right of the screen as well, just kind of on the regular road. But like I said, I don't think they're going to cause an issue for driving through here. I think this part right here, yes, this part right here is good. I can go around this one on the right. Don't need to worry about moving it. Let's, oh, nope, not destruction mode, not manual, my bad. Oh gosh, I didn't destroy anything, did I? I sure hope not. I need to remember what direction to go because you can go between marching and flattening. Let's see here. So if I hit A, it goes to sand flatten. If I hit X, it goes back to marching. So I'll never have to touch those other ones if I can remember which one to hit. That's the issue. I just can't remember which one to hit. Now, big, huge water spot up here. That hole is actually really deep. I made that mistake one time. I was like, you know what? It can't be that bad, right? I drove through it. I didn't get stuck, amazingly. I don't know how I didn't get stuck. I was in the dump truck, too. I was driving through it, and there's a big old rock down there in the bottom as well. But yeah, no, I was able to back out. That is one thing I dislike about this game, I guess. Don't really dislike, but all these vehicles, they don't all come with winches like they do on SnowRunner. But think about it in reality. Do all big vehicles come with winches? No, they don't. SnowRunner went a little crazy there. They had winches on every corner of a vehicle. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Okay, I think this is actually good enough. Let's just get this pulled up out of the way for right now and see if this route can run. I don't have it set up quite yet. That's all good. We'll get it set up here in just a second once I get this out of the way. And then while that's running, or attempting to run, I can work on something else. Now, what all do we get from this? Well, okay, here's the thing. To get 100%, this is where I failed in this area on my not my personal, but my live stream playthrough. This is where I failed getting 100%. I didn't do this one, but if we do it, we'll get 100%. And the thing is, you don't have to do it all the way through. You just got to get the first one there. Then it says objective completed. And then after that, all you get reward wise is the concrete slabs. Do we need those? Can't remember if we need them in the future or not. Maybe if I want to build some bridges, yes. Yeah, I guess if I want to build bridges, then yeah. And we might end up building bridges instead of doing dirt roads, because we'll need to do that at a later point on a part outside of the sand zone. And of course, building dirt roads outside of the sand zone, or sand roads outside of the sand zone, that's going to take a while driving back and forth for sand. So that's when those bridges usually come in the most. Okay, what do we got going on here? I see like a little bit of ruts going on right there. Try to go around that, keep our vehicle out of it. Definitely got some ruts right there. There's a hill right there too, so I don't know if this truck's gonna flip over or not. Only time will tell. Now here's the part, it's gonna drive up through here. Pretty cool how it's able to do that too. And I think it's good from here. It's kind of an iffy area up here as well. We gotta shoot off to the right here in a minute. Let's see here, where's it at? Oh, it's up here further, okay. I was about to shoot off to the right back there. But yeah, now there's a little spot right here where you go off to the right because this road's obviously messed up pretty bad. See, that'd be another mission. I mean, go ahead and fix that road up, but I guess you're not really sticking around to fix everything. You're just there to help get them back on their feet. Do the essential stuff, I guess. Get the power up, get a few essential things moved around, essential routes and roads set up, stuff like that. What do I do? I keep going straight, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Now they may run into each other right here. Good possibility. I'd run into each other if I was driving. That other route might be almost done, possibly. There we go. Let's dispatch those vehicles. Let's check on that other route real quick. Remaining rewards 200. What do we get? We get 40. Oh, okay. So one more truck. one more truck delivery, and then we can shut this one down. Once you get all those remaining rewards, shut it down. Shut it down. Let it die, let it die. Let that dang tree die. I don't know if I finished off that song correctly, but hey, if you know what that song's from, drop that in the comments. You may have had kids if you know what that song's from, or you just like those types of movies. I mean, there's Disney adults. I don't even think it was a Disney movie. Maybe it was Disney branded. Not sure. So driving up this way to the next point as we let that other route run its course. And I think we got to build a road.
It's broken. It's to make life better for folks around here.
See, even Kelly said it right there. I'll show that little clip. To not just fix what's broken, but make life better. So we should stick around doing more jobs. Nah, I guess if you got too much in it, people lose interest and be like, man, this is ridiculous. It's too hard or something like that. Got to try to tailor to everybody's needs, I guess. Make you feel that sense of accomplishment and keep you motivated and going with it. Oh, there we go. There's that little scout vehicle I was talking about. Yo, there we go. At a cost. Yes, at a cost. This one's going to cost us 1 fuel. I don't know why it unlocked that really, but I guess just give it to us. It's going to cost 1 fuel to transport vehicles over there. We got 7 now. I don't know where that came in. Where did that come in? Did I just get it with that vehicle maybe? Possibly. So yeah, this is a pretty muddied up area right here. We're going to end up having to build a road here in a minute. It's going to tell us to do it. I'll just wait for it to tell us to do it. And it's actually pretty easy whenever they tell us to build a road, because you can have the AI build the road for you. I'll show you all that. That's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if they actually set it up where you could plot a route and be like, oh, hey, I want a road built between here and here. Let the AI do it too, so you could possibly have a smooth road kind of like this. Now, this is going to be another one of our bases or garages or something like that. There we go. Objective complete. Set up a base. Oh, wait, hold on. Set up our base, our next base. I don't know. I can't read fast enough. Whatever. So it looks like we got some other stuff. New base right there. It looks like we got some other vehicles. So this is that truck that's running that one route that I haven't looked at yet. It looks like it's making it pretty good here. Pretty darn good. And it's coming up really close to the harbor. That's where it needs to deliver to. Yeah, it made it through everything there. It would just get caught up on those big boulders or rocks that I pushed out of the way. I know that from experience. So I had to get those moved out of the way, and the rest of it's smooth sailing. We'll let it run its route. If it does end up shutting down and having issues, then I'll probably end up, shutting it down or fixing the road and just keep getting those concrete slabs in. I don't know. Haven't quite decided yet. But, oh, I just remembered I do need to shut down that other route. Let's see here. Come on, all rewards received. There we go. Let's cancel that route. That way they'll never run into each other, and I'll actually clear the route as well. That would be something cool if you could tie into existing routes out there, but you cannot. So I don't want that line showing through here. We even got some new routes in here as well. What is this? Transit Point, Panamar. Panamar, is that what that said? That's all the way over here, ain't it? Yep, Panamar. That's a little bit of a drive, and it's got a few issues like this little part being out here. That little part right there is way outside the sand zone, so I could do a bridge, a small bridge, and then there's another part over here that's really bad where I could do a small bridge on as well, and that is where those concrete slabs will come in handy once we get enough of them. Also, there's a bunch sitting on the ground over here too, so do we really need that? We'll look at that in a minute. Let's go take care of this road, establish a supply route to Anbala. Actually, is that the next task? Is that what I'm doing? Oh, that's a side mission. Hold on. Wait, no. Yeah, that's the main mission. Okay, so that's this one where we build a little road through here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's get over there and do that. I want to let the AI run it real quick, and I'll give you all a little show on that. Dude, we're 26% done with this. Let's get on it and get going. We got some roads to build, if I can remember correctly. And starting up there, looks like our dump truck did not have the parking brake on. Man, that is a big issue. Those parking brakes not being on will cause this stuff to roll. Okay, establish a supply route to Anbala or something like that. We'll go ahead and okay, whatever, give me a little tutorial. We'll go ahead and start tracking that if I'm not tracking it already. Yeah, I guess I am tracking it there in the top right. So first up is going to be the dump truck. I'm just going to hire the worker to do it automatically. Now, of course, I guess I can do it myself, make the road a lot wider than I need to, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll probably get into that stuff a little bit later on. Possibly, I don't know. So this is going to be the first road you're allowed to build once you come into the game, and why is it not letting me? Okay, there it goes. I'm like, come on, what is going on? Hit A to open road. Press X or something like that. What's this saying? Select route. There we go. Okay, I think that thing's gonna start going on its own now. Why will it not let me get out of the screen? Oh, I gotta select a vehicle. Really? Come on. It's all good. Guess I could use this one right here. And now let's go ahead and jump into, nope, we need the dozer next. Where's the dozer? Go ahead and jump in. Nope, that's the crane. Where is our dozer? Oh gosh, oh, I think I left it all the way over here, and yes, I did. We'll go ahead and jump into it all the way over here. We'll do a nice little recovery up to our new base, which is, I think, the mountain base. Yes, it is, the mountain base. Awesome. So excited here. Let's get it going. Now, I could use that little jump point to get there a little bit faster. It cost me 1 fuel. We got 7 of them. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing it. Then again, I'm like, nah, that's just not. I just deliver this stuff myself right now. Then again, it's like I'm not going to use them if I don't use it now, probably. There is a few other roads I'm going to have to build a little bit later on, but they're not really out of the way or anything like that, so I'm not too sure. Looks like we got the dump truck sitting up here at this little yellow marker, square marker. It already did its little route. Now I'll go ahead and hire this bulldozer to go through. I've personally never hired anything besides that dump truck. And we can see that dump truck, how well it laid down the sand right there. Just a perfect even amount all the way down. That thing is awesome. I love that a lot. Now we'll go ahead and hit select route, let that thing get going. And I want to enter in this truck right here and just kind of get it out of the way. I think it's going to be in the way. Oh, hey, I guess I can drive through this other thing here. Sweet. Now I'm going to head down this direction a little bit further. There's another road we have to build up here later. I think I'm going to go ahead and build it now, though. Possibly. I don't know. I kind of like following the mission parts too, especially for like a little playthrough gameplay type thing. There is a road up here somewhere that needs to be built, and we'll just set this off to the side for now then. No big deal. Let's see how this bad boy's working. Ooh, look at that. It's carrying a little shopping cart underneath it. That's funny. Hold on, let me go to a different view here. Yeah, it's got a little shopping cart and a generator on it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's working out pretty good. Pretty nicely, I think. Now, I guess that is done, I guess. I kind of want to hit it again, though. Get it a little bit flatter. I don't know how that works. Let's give it a go, though, see what happens. See if it'll let me do it again. Looks like it is. The icon above the vehicle displays that it is now working on a road segment autonomously. Oh, yeah, there's that little cart in the way again. Of course. Come on. Get up that road. Get up there. What? Look at that camera view. I just feel like it's going to run that shopping cart right over again. Yep, of course. Who in the world put that there in the way? And to drive over it too, huh? A little bit of a problem for me, huh? And looks like he's starting to go off the course. Okay. I actually don't know how to stop this worker once you start it. I did have an issue once before where the worker did mess up, and I couldn't stop him. Hopefully they got that fixed. That was like when the game first came out. I really need to get that shopping cart thing out of the way, though, once this gets done. Doesn't really look like it's doing anything, but I'm also kind of concerned it might not be doing anything because of the... Oh, there it goes. It's doing something. I was thinking maybe it's not doing anything because of that shopping cart being in the way. But yeah, let's get that thing pushed up out of the way so it's not in the way for the future things. Now, I can do sand flattening, which is what I normally do to push stuff out of the way, but with this being on top of sand, I'm not going to use sand flattening. Let's switch over to manual mode. We'll raise that up just a hair. That way we can push this out of the way. Those are 2 separate objects, I guess, right there. Yeah, they are. That generator just popped right off. Now, of course, you got to be careful not to tear up the ground. I don't know if this will tear up asphalt or not, like sidewalks and stuff that we're seeing right here. I don't know. Guess I could try it. I'm trying to raise the grader at the same time, trying to lift it up over that curb, but that was not working. Okay, I think we're done with this. Let's get our next thing out here, which is going to be the asphalt layer thingy-majig. And that's just right down the road here. Now, we will transport that, because it drives really, really slow. That's where that whole transport thing could come in handy too, with that automatic jump, especially jumping those 2 items right there. I tend to try to do that, use it on those 2 items because how slow they move. Of course, this works too. Load them up on there, and we'll be good to go, except for that was not going backwards until I put on the all-wheel drive and the diff lock. I don't know why it wasn't going backwards. Oh, also, it's kind of hard to get this stuff loaded up on a ramp, too. Not the best of the best. That could be a little bit of an issue. Let's toggle those ramps. We'll jump over to this little asphalty thing. Asphalt paver, I guess that's the proper name for it. We'll see if I ever call it the proper name or not. And come on. You know, the roller's actually a little more difficult to get loaded up than this thing is. Gosh, that roller falls right off most of the time. Now, I wish you could strap stuff down on here, but you cannot, unfortunately. So we'll go there, back to our vehicle, toggle those ramps. I'm gonna try the straps. Maybe they put an update in, possibly, most likely not. And looks like no, cannot secure cargo. All good. Let's move it. Finally making it over here, and I will just go ahead and make it do it itself autonomously, I guess, would be the proper terms there. I think, possibly, I don't know. We're trying to do everything so proper around here. Now, I'll get it all the way off before I open up the road construction request, get it turned around and in position. I don't know how well it's going to work on its own. If I just left it on there and hit select route, probably would have had a hard time. But yeah, let's get back inside this thing, go grab our next piece of equipment. That should work. We'll see what happens. I don't know how level it's going to be, because there was a little issue up there with that cart being in the way and the dozer kind of falling off the side. I think I see a little piece of the sand looking not so level. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head. And I'm gonna push that porta potty out of the way, or just break it apart. Oh man, would be funnier if like some brown stuff broke apart with it too, but whatever. Next up, roller. Now make sure you put your parking brake on. Didn't I say that last time around? Or your truck will just keep rolling. Funny to bring that up whenever I get the roller, right? Yeah, this thing does kind of slide off the ramps pretty easily as well. I don't know, maybe it's easier to back it on. And actually that worked out amazingly. Huh. I don't know, that's probably the easiest time I've ever had, loading that thing up. Of course, once I get it on camera and start talking about it, it's gonna be easy, right? Nah, you can see some of the messed up times whenever I'm on the live stream. Get those ramps up, come on, take that brake off, let's roll with it, roll with it. Now, later on, you do get a semi and a flatbed type thing, a little low boy trailer, I guess, kinda, that will allow you to haul both of these at once. I don't think there's any upgraded version of this truck, at least no mods or anything out yet for it. You know what, I have not checked that little mod hub thing that they got. I should check that out. Last time I did check that mod hub, there was, what was it, gosh, I can't even think of the name right now. There was different maps in there, I guess, some sort of maps, like playground maps, sandbox maps, stuff like that. Let's take the ramps down, and I kind of want to hire the worker while it's up there, see what happens. This cannot be good, right? So we'll go into that road construction thing and hit X on the select route. Let's see what happens here. Come on, let's spectate that. Oh, it just goes invisible like that. Okay, didn't see that coming, but it's all good. Come on, to your 30-point turnaround. And this is working pretty good, pretty good. I see a little part of sand coming up over there. I think we might be able to touch up the sides a little more. Last time I did this road, I actually did the whole entire width of it. Well, I say the whole entire width. I'm talking like sidewalk to sidewalk, because there's little sidewalks up there. So I kind of laid it down, a whole nother sand on one side, a whole nother sand on the other, and then did the paving. Oh wow, I think that just made it wider once it ended. Okay, I'll take that. That's awesome. Yeah, no, all done there. Pretty easy. As long as there's a mission tied to it, it is pretty easy like that. There's not always missions tied to these. You'll be out here trying to run a route and you'll be like, oh man, that ain't working. So time to lay down a road, stuff like that. Or just repave everything you want to. You got the freedom to do whatever you want there. So now we got to set up this route from this transit point. Okay, let's start plotting. Let's head this way, I guess. I always like to try to zoom out, see where I'm going. Okay, I see it now. I remember now. And all the routes over here are shut down. There was one coming to this transit point, if I can remember correctly. Should have been last episode there on Aftermath Part 1. Now we'll shoot up in here now. Try to avoid hitting anything. Hey, that's the key. Try to avoid hitting anything. Doesn't always work out that way. Now we get some XP and some money for this one. So this is very important to finish this route out all the way. And then we got a few things in the way here as far as those rollers and asphalt paver thing, and also try to stay on the road. That is key too. You'd be falling off the side of the road there. That's not good. Now I'm not worried about going to the right side of the road, left side of the road, or even going around this roundabout correctly, because this is going to be the only thing out here on this road. The only thing I got to worry about right now is getting the stuff out of its way. So let's do that while that's trying to run. We'll see what kind of vehicle we got. What is this? A pickup truck. Okay, nice. Like it. I think there might be other vehicles with it besides just that pickup truck. Let's go ahead and I don't know what I want to do with this. You know, we'll go ahead and recover it back to the, I guess, mountain base. You know, that's actually probably not the best route. I can probably drive it over to another location that we're going to build another road. Because a little bit later on, we got to build a road. Here's that dump truck I moved earlier. There's a spot through here we got to build a road through later on. So we got to end up getting this roller and stuff back over there. I may end up using that jump point at that time, so I can get it over there faster, obviously faster. And that is actually the only time I've used the jump point on this map. And I still had fuel left over, so gotta figure something out here. Let's see here. Is there anything I may need to push out of the way? There's this little cart here. Let's go ahead and get it pushed out of the way. I don't know, cart, something, I don't know what it is. Just go down to sand flattening mode, so it's nice and flat. This little cart thing right here looks like some sort of food trailer cart. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. A nice little hot dog stand or something. So having a little bit of a hard time trying to get it over that curb there, but it should be out of the way now. I'm not going to worry about it. And then next up, oh gosh, hurry up and move. Let's move that truck. Come on. It clipped it. But it's out of the way. Let's get it out of the way even more. Oh, here comes the big dogs. No, move. I'm probably done with this truck for the rest of the series, probably. Maybe. No promises there. Not rest of the series, it's the episode. Rest of the aftermath, probably. Come on. Hurry up, get out of the way. Trying to move this dozer. There we go. Let's go. Now, next up, what do we have? Let's see here. Objectives, side missions, bring help to Panama. Okay, we definitely need to do that from this transit point. And there's a little road here that's missing. Just straight up big time missing. You have the freedom to choose what you want to do with this little portion that's missing here from this road. You cannot drive through it. The AI vehicles will not drive through it. Even looks like there's some sort of path here you might be able to navigate through, but I don't think the AI workers can make it through that. So we won't even worry about that. Oh, hey, that's a nice little rock pillar right there. That's pretty cool. So what we're going to do here is build a bridge. Now the sand zone. Here's the sand quarry zone. Let's show that real quick. Here's the sand zone. So if I want to build actual road or just a dirt road, that's a far drive to grab sand. I think that one takes about 2, and then there's another point up here further, right through here possibly, I think, if I can remember correctly. That's kind of a bad point. And then we got some cars and stuff to move out of the way, so we do need to get the dozer over here no matter what. But as far as, well, might be able to just push those cars out of the way with something else, because we got to bring something over here to deliver the concrete. Well, let's do that real quick. We'll just build a nice little bridge right here. Pretty simple. Is there a way to only do one? I have no idea. Kind of want to try it. I don't think so, because that seemed to be the shortest. Yeah, no, I think it's going to come out 2 no matter what. Let's try to get it in there pretty nice and neat. So we'll deliver 2 to make this complete. And then after that, I want to do another one up here. Come on, where you at? Right here. It ends up dipping down right here pretty bad. So we just shoot right across here. Might make it. That's going to be 5. So we need 7 total of concrete slabs. We should be fine. Let's get our mule out, possibly buy us a new one, because a new one will be nice. Let's go over to our garage and go to shop. We got our mule cargo crane truck. Now there is an achievement out there apparently. If you don't buy any equipment for the whole entire game, you can get an achievement for that. I'm not going for that. So let's go ahead and buy this bad boy right here for $27,000. I hope they add more customization options to these vehicles later on. Don't like the way this is. I wish I could take that old rusty one and fix it up and stuff, but you can't. You can't even sell off the rusty ones. You're stuck with them. But that's going to leave us with $18,000 left over, but it's going to do the job we're going to need it to do. So we need 5 and 2, so 7 total. And I guess I need to check that out. Where the heck did it go? My bad. Hey, there it is right there. And we'll deploy that. And let's get our stuff checked out right over here. I believe these yellow zones will be it. We got 6 in storage right now, and then we got a few on the ground heading in that direction. And so we will grab 1 more off the ground. The ones in storage are actually coming over from a different mission. Let's see, our concrete slabs right there, and we'll go ahead and check out all those. And did I just get stuck underneath them? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna pull up beside it. That way it's got an easier time loading in. And wait a second, what did I just check out? This is not what I needed. Gosh, dang, I need the one with the crane. Guess I hit the wrong button, my bad. Now, there is no reason for me to get the one with the crane here. I could use our other crane option. Oh, okay. I thought that the one with the crane would be over to the right. I wasn't paying attention. I thought the newer stuff went to the right, not the left. Oh, nope, don't sell that. Let's deploy that. Yeah, like I say, no reason for me to really get this one, except for I want to not drive 2 vehicles. Now, there may have been 7 of these concrete slabs over there by the bridge, which is actually where my crane currently is right now. So I could have got away without this. Probably could have used that truck right there in front of me that I never used before. I would love to get that truck in front of us. It's on the other side of that cargo container, a little hard to see. I'd love to get that thing with a crane. I don't think it's ever an option. It's just got better off-roading to it, better off-road tires, and oh, okay, there we go. Ooh, wasn't sure if that's gonna work or not. So it's gonna take me a second. Let me get this stuff loaded up, and I'll see y'all when I'm done. By the time I get done, maybe we'll have another slab over here we could take. And looks like we do have another slab over here we could take. I'm kind of like second guessing myself here, thinking I shouldn't be grabbing these slabs. I should be grabbing the ones off the ground over by the bridge, because these ones right here we can actually check out anywhere. We could check out at our other base, not anywhere, but we could check out at our other base. That's what I meant. So it may be worth keeping these in storage and then just checking them out at the mountain base, maybe at a later point if we need a bridge over there. I don't know if we really do need one over there. Oh well, too committed to this already. This thing is definitely getting heavy. You can see on that last one I dropped right there. That is crazy how heavy this is getting. And I'm just gonna add more. Just gonna keep adding more. I should probably try to get these a little bit closer to the front, try to get some of that weight more centralized and towards the front instead of so far to the back. Holy cow. This might not be a good idea. But hey, let's get one more. One more. All we need. Well, I wasn't quite planning on it doing this. I wonder if it would actually, strap in like that. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's take that parking brake off. Let's undo those anchors. Let's see here. Strap load. Oh, sweet, it works. Now, next up, fold that crane. It is definitely tilting quite a bit there. Main thing is we'll drive and we'll stay upright, or we'll just pop a bunch of wheelies the whole time. Whoa, hold on, there it goes. It is popping some wheelies. Okay. I guess the issue we may face there is, will the wheel stay on the ground enough to turn? I think we'll be fine. Well, it's turning now, so that's good. Okay, slow down, slow your roll there. That truck right there in front of us, it's got a lot of concrete slabs on it. And the crazy thing is, that only counts as one concrete slab. Man, they probably got the same amount as we got. They're just stacked nicer, and they're definitely not leaning. Oh, they got the two axles on the back, so I'm sure it can handle a weighted load like this a lot better. But yeah, I definitely didn't need this truck. Could have used that one I was talking about earlier along with the crane. Would have been good. Probably would have been better, I guess, than this thing. Driving up here beside this crane and this bridge right now. Let's see how many slabs we have over there. I see 4. 5, there's one underneath the crane. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we definitely would have been fine just coming over here and loading up. Maybe I should have went with that no new vehicle purchase thing. No, I'm just kidding, that ain't happening. There's some vehicles later on I definitely really want to get that you can only get through buying, unfortunately. Little barriers here, we're just gonna blow right through. Hopefully we stay upright. These logs in the dirt here in the ground, yeah, they make this ride very bumpy. Not just for me, even the AI drivers, but I think I have more of trouble going over than the AI drivers do. Hey, there we go. Looks like they took the top 2. Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. I was really hoping they would, because that one's leaning sideways, not leaning sideways, the one's facing sideways. Let's strap that cargo back down and get moving. We got 2 less on us. This bridge looks good enough to drive across. Now, one more bridge to build, and hopefully I place that in the right position. We'll see whenever I get closer to it. I'm telling you, the cool thing about this game is if you want to, you could just pave this whole entire road here, make a nice highway system going through here. That's the cool thing about it. That is really cool. Oh man, starting to think I didn't put the road in the right place or the bridge in the right place. I think we might need a little bridge crossing right here as well. That's not good. Yeah, I think I need 2 bridges. Let's go ahead and get one up here. Well, you know what? We'll risk it. We'll send the AI across, see what happens. There are definitely some rocks here in the way, and I can bring the dozer over and take care of that, but I'm not going to worry about that with the dozer. We're actually going to go ahead and use the crane on here. I don't like using the crane very much for moving rocks, but it's here, and we're here. So let's go ahead and get those anchors out. Hey, 2 little straps. That's cute. I would love to see how you attach this. We'll just throw you out here, lift you up, make sure you're out of the way. I think you're out of the way to begin with. So let's get you even further out of the way. How's that sound? That sounds pretty good to me. But yeah, no, I think they're going to have a hard time getting up this little part right here in front of me. Okay, good enough. Let's fold that crane, get driving straight. All the rocks are all out of the way. Come on. Anchors. Now, if they have a hard time getting up that's fine. We'll come back through, build another bridge. A lot faster, I think, than actually importing all the sand. And I'm trying to break this. The last one broke. I drove over. Why is this one breaking? Oh, now it breaks as soon as I get it like out of the way. You've got to be kidding me. That wood spool there, we'll go ahead and pick up. I think I could pick it up. Hey, I can. Cool. I wonder if they put the points in the right spot. No, they didn't. I guess you can grab it that way if it's empty, but if this thing's ever full with wire on, we usually, I used to do this at work quite a bit, lifting some of these. We'd have metal wrapped around them, metal tube, and they'd weigh thousands and thousands of pounds. We'd run it through that arbor hole. That's that hole right in the center on the top. The other 3 holes on the top, those are bolts. But we'd run it through that arbor hole, metal bar through there, and then we attached to both sides of it with straps. So we also had another tool that stuck in the arbor hole and could lift it up this direction. If you needed one lifted this direction, you could, because the way I was explaining lifting it was the other direction. But if they want the eye to the sky, which is that arbor hole, if they want that to the sky, we have a tool that can lift up that way too. And I actually was flipping one time like that, trying to clean up an area. It weighed so much. I didn't realize how much it weighed. I should have checked the weight on it. But it weighed so freaking much that the arbor hole broke. It just snapped. Now look at my crane and the hook's gone. It popped off my crane. I'm like, well, where the heck is this hook? Because this thing weighed like 10 to 20 pounds. This hook did. And then like a second or two later, it just falls to the ground like 20 feet away. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody could have died. Yeah, good times, good times. Yeah, no, that was kind of a sketchy moment on that one. Yeah, that whole hole busted out. That's just way too much. Okay, next up we got a car in the way here. Let's get that pulled up out of the way. I think we can go around it. Yeah, we could go around this car, but this next car we can't go around because of that mud. I'm gonna put this behind me and just kind of pull it. I'm gonna put the crane behind me, that's what I'm talking about. Keep it pretty low and extend it outwards. There it goes, it's attaching. We don't have any winch points on this actual truck, so I gotta use the crane for this. Now, I could pick up the actual car and deliver to a scrapyard or something like that, but we don't have that unlocked yet, and we won't need to actually take this over there. So the main mission right now is just get it out of the way, and that would be the fastest route. Let's detach. There we go. You're up out of the way. Next up, another car. Oh, this is a little van one, huh? Might weigh a little more. Oh, going too far. I thought I put the parking brake on, but no, the button I hit was actually the parking brake for SnowRunner. I can't believe I'm still muscle memory hitting the keys for SnowRunner, even though I haven't played it in a while. Oh, popping a wheelie, popping a wheelie. Loving it. Oh, that is cool. I had to get a little screenshot of it. You may have heard the clip. There's a couple barrels up there. I'll go ahead and move them now, just to be on the safe side. Now, the vehicles that are going to drive through here, they could just push them out of the way, most likely. And they probably have in the past, but I'll just go ahead and move it now. Going to be these two on the left here. Don't need to worry about any anchors, I don't think. Watch these things flip me over, right? No. Yeah, we could even load these up and go scrap them. Now, they would usually flash with blue. I wonder how high I could stack those. Just got me thinking about just seeing how high I could stack barrels. Huh. Be very time consuming and tedious, but be very interesting to see how high you could actually stack them. That's your crane skills on that one, and luck. But yeah, no, they would normally flash blue, and I believe those blue barrels are plastic. They would normally flash, I think, yellow. The blue ones go over to the scrap metal areas like steel and metal beams. Yeah, that's in the top right. We got the steel beams and the steel pipe. Those are the two in the middle. And then the ones that are blue, they flash yellow. Those are ones you can actually take to a sell point and just sell off. At least I believe those are the ones that you can sell off. There's other stuff out there you can just sell off for extra money. Okay, we're all done here, and looks like we're trying to grab hold of something else over there. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's stuff everywhere throughout here. That would be like more missions they could add, or you could just make up. Just come out here and clean up these houses. All done there. Let's get this route set up. We'll start tracking that. It looks like it gives us some fuel. Cool. Guess I really need to track it. I just need to hit on it. There we go. Okay. We got something here in the way. I see a wooden pallet right there. We'll definitely blow right through that wooden pallet. It will break. We ran one over a second ago. Don't know if y'all caught that. And then we'll shoot up through here, try out our new bridges. I am a little worried right here, just right there. There's a little bit of dark ground dirt. It indicates possibly mud, and mud can get some ruts in there from these AI drivers very easily. So we'll see how that turns out, how that works. I have to bring a little bit of sand over possibly, I don't know. And then this part right here, I did not build a bridge on. I'm just gonna risk it. Hopefully they get a lot of downhill momentum going to get up that hill with minimal or no issues at all. I could always push them too. I didn't need to build any of these bridges. I could have always pushed them the whole entire time, but who wants to go back through pushing them every single step of the way, especially over and over and over again? I know I don't want to. And then here's the car area that we moved the cars out from. I did try to go through that little mud area previously on another playthrough. It didn't work at all. It got shut down real quick. Real quick. Where did I go? Okay, straight ahead here. And done. Now, I believe they give us the worst vehicle there is. Yes, they do. This is the absolute worst vehicle they will ever give you as far as AI, as far as I know, unless you got some further on in the game I don't know about. This one right here is the worst. It looks nice with the lift and the tires on it. Let's see if I get a better view. I mean, I don't know how nice that looks. It looks nice for off-roading. It's like, hey, this is going to be pretty cool for off-roading. No, it's not. It's two-wheel drive, I believe. It gets stuck the most. It will have the hardest time of them all. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Man, I want that truck back there. That looks like a mule boat with two axles on the back. Is that an option later on? Okay, making it up that first little part I said I was a little worried about. Possible rut building going on right there. No issues there. This van is definitely slowing down a little bit, I guess, because we can see that truck behind us kind of gaining on us there. It will push it too. It will straight up push it. So this van may slow down trying to get up this little hill slope right here, and then this other truck behind us will just straight up push it. Oh, okay. Hey, no problems there. It's making it. Yeah, oh, okay. That was my problem child area I was thinking of that I did not plan for, but it worked for now. Fingers crossed it keeps working, and they are right on there. Like, hurry up, get out of my way. A little rock still in the way here and there. Van's making it over nicely, liking it. Okay, I trust this route's going to finish out just fine. Let's go on to our next mission or task. That was the side mission. We're going to look at main mission. Get the gas power plant. Get to the gas power plant. I can't read. Find a way to the steel pipes facility. Okay, let's see here. Oh gosh, how far away is that? I thought these were like the same locations. Let's just drive over there. Simple drive. We got our pickup truck right here. Don't got to take this. We can take anything else that's closer. I'm not too worried about it though. It's a short old 800 meter drive here. I heard somebody call that miles. I was like, no, that is not miles. Not making fun of them or anything like that. It could easily be misinterpreted, especially in America, because we're used to feet and stuff like that. We're not used to saying meters. Being in the military, I was used to the whole meter thing as well. So I don't understand why America had to be so different on that one. I'm like, come on, use a different system than what we got going. We're like the only ones. Now, I think I could cut this way. There's definitely a route we will build up here a little bit later. And it is in the sand zone, so we will probably lay down sand. I won't pave most likely. And I could possibly do a bridge. I don't know. I'll show you exactly where that was here in a second once we get closer. Oh, actually, right here. Ooh, didn't have to wait too long. Yeah, this little part right here, you can even see we're struggling going through it. Just imagine an AI driver trying to go through that. That's not going to happen. So laying down sand there is a have to happen type thing. Or possibly a bridge. I'm not sure. Oh, and then all this stuff in the way. So this is pretty easy here. You can use your scout. Just grab hold of stuff, move it out of the way. That's park and brake, wrong button. Got to remember what buttons do what. Gosh, I cannot believe I'm forgetting all this stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding. I could definitely believe I am forgetting it. You know, one thing that drives me crazy in SnowRunner, you got the arms moving and everything. It's really not that big of a detail. I mean, it is a big detail if you play Farm Sim quite a bit, because Farm Sim never did it. And you don't realize how important of a detail it is until you start playing this game. You don't see the guy's arm moving. He's just sitting there like he's asleep. And speaking of asleep, in SnowRunner, if you sit there long enough, just sit still long enough, your driver will just lay his head down and fall asleep. Kind of like me if I sit anywhere long enough. Okay, I don't even think this is the mission. I think this was actually another mission right here that they were telling me to do. That's why it's not yellow. It's a silver color or a gray color instead of the normal yellow mission color. So yeah, that's probably just a little side mission I knocked out there. Let's continue heading up this way. Let's see here. How do I get there? So we got 2 plants here. We got one off to the right here. Can't remember what that one is. And we got one off to the left here. Oh, that's the gas power plant. And then this is a steel pipe one, I think. Is that what it says? Hold on. Stop moving. Stop moving. Parking for employees only. Okay. That's an interesting sign. Yeah, I think this is something else I got to reach too. Let's just drive over here. Like I said, it's probably linked up to in there on the mission. There we go. Yeah, objective complete. Find a way to the steel pipes facility. That's why it was a gray color. I went the wrong way. I wonder if I could drive up that. Famous last words, right? I wonder if I could do this. Oh man, yep. I went the wrong way. Oh well, let's still work on that. Looks like we got another one unlocked or discovered. I thought they were like connectable, like side by side enough where I could drive to each one of them. But yeah, we're gonna try to navigate up this. Why not do a little off-roading, right? Ain't that what this game's about? Got some big old boulders there in the way. We'll try to navigate around them. We're working out pretty easily. Hey, now we're on the road we need to be on. Perfect. Okay, how do I get in this place? I think I can either go straight or this way, obviously, but I think the way to the right there, I think it has some obstacles in the way I may need to clear. Possibly, or not, just some mud. Hey, we're level 3.5, I guess, rank 3.5. What that's saying? Plot a route. We should be getting a new vehicle for that, I think, right? Where's the new vehicle? Oh, plot a route first, and then we get a new vehicle unlocked to power it up. Here's the power substation, and we can actually get a better look at that. Here, just a second, let's see here. There it is right there. So it's red right now. We got to get juice there or something like that. I guess we got to bring supplies over here to the gas power plant, get the gas power plant up and running, and then plot a route for underground electrical wires over here at a later point. Let's see what objectives we got. Restore the pipes facility. We got to build a route there. That's the one I was talking about where we'll end up shooting up through here and needing to build a little stand road right there. We could shoot in this direction, but we'll definitely need to build a road this way too and clear a few things out of the way. So it's really just worth going the other way because we don't actually have to deliver here. We'd have to still shoot through this gap if we were to come this way. And plus, that's probably a harder route. Now, we got to deliver right there with that route. No big deal. I can remember that. Repair the gas power plant. What do you want there? Another route? Okay. Where are you starting from? Oh, Ambala. Wait, where are you coming out of? Oh, right there. Oh, okay. You're just coming right out of there. Oh, that's an easy one. That will work itself out. That's a real easy one. What else we got? What else? That's it. Those 2 missions. Any side missions? Nope. 2 main objectives there. We are 53% completed here. So over halfway, right? Oh gosh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Forgot I gotta actually go down and then click on Aftermath. Looks like we got a couple more side objectives there, 2 more. And then what, 2 of 7 infrastructure requests completed and completed objects, 6 of 11. New main objective, turning on the lights. Okay, let's see what that is. Let's see here, restore the steel pipes facility. Was that the easy one? I don't think it was. Looking at it this way. No, it's not the easy one. Let's go for the easier one real quick. This infrastructure route. So this one should run its course. We just got to plot it all the way up this direction to the gas power plant. So pretty simple, I think. I don't know. We actually did not drive this road, but if I can remember correctly, I didn't have to do anything to this road previously, and it still worked. But it's always a good thing to just go ahead and test it, I guess, before doing a bunch of work to the road. And where in the world is that got to go? Okay. Guess we can shoot this way. I believe we can actually go through this mudded area here too as well, or we can go around it. And we'll go around it, just play it on the safe side here. Yeah, we'll definitely go around that. I do not want to go through all that mud. Oh, is that mud right there? You know what? We'll cut around that too. Little water hole there. It may make it. No issue. I still never figured out what those little tires mean exactly. Was this episode 4 and I still haven't looked it up? Gosh, it's like I just get busy doing other stuff. Is that the van? Oh, wait, no, it's one of these off-road vehicles. So you have 2 off-road vehicles you can choose at the beginning. This one or the pickup truck. So it's one of these little Jeep-looking things. Kind of Jeep-looking-ish. Kind of. Not really. More of a Land Rover or something like that. Range Rover. What else we got here? Besides that one, no side missions. We got to restore the pipes facility one. And that one is a little bit troublesome, I'd say. Let's go ahead and shoot it out this direction. We'll make the route. I guess I could start it and then we could see it like break down along the route or get stuck along the route. And then we can fill in the hole and make us a nice little dirt path, dirt road. But right here, there's all these lines, which are ruts from vehicles going through. I didn't go through it that much. They were already on here. And that's where it should get stuck. It should. Now, we already cleared this little path through here. You can see all those metal pipes, tubes, beams, not beams, but tubes or pipe right there to the right side. We already cleared all those. Good. Yay us. We get a golden sticker today. Now, next up is right through here. And hold on, I just noticed something. Let's dispatch those vehicles. But what I noticed was it looks like there's a brand new pipe here. We did not replace this pipe. Yeah, right there, there's a brand new piece. We didn't do that. Somebody else has been here working. That's not an actual mission for us to do, I don't think. But it just looks different than the rest of it. I'm like, what? That's a little weird. Kind of cool, though. Just a little different details in there. Okay, looks like they might be having a hard time here to begin with. So this truck in front of us is about to get pushed, I believe. Yeah, it is definitely getting pushed. This is funny. Oh, yeah. It's all good. And here's the bad part right here. So this first truck, it's obviously getting stuck. The second one's pushing it and navigating through it. So we may not need any extra help there. I don't know. That's interesting. Why in the world did I build a road there previously then? Yeah, I think we're good then. We'll see what happens over time because these routes will change up over time. No, it's looking pretty good. Kelly did pop in, give us another mission, I believe. Examine the piping system. There we go. Reach the location. Okay, let's do that. We should be up here with our pickup truck. Yes, we are. And let's go. I got nothing tracked up there. I should probably track something, right? Hey, objective completed. Sweet. Might get another mission coming in too. Let's track that. Is there any side missions yet? No. Really want to... Oh, gosh. Sorry. Gosh, they straight up honking at me. Did they go around me? No, that's the route they were following. I was like, there's no way they just initially went around me. They'll actually drive right through you. They will plow right through you big time. So I'm really surprised that worked. So as we saw there, that first truck will not make it through that location, but that second truck will push it. I'm happy with that. And we got to make a turn somewhere up here. Let's figure out where that turn is. It's right here. We'll go ahead and place a marker. That way I kind of know, hey, turn here. And I'm sure I'll forget and drive right past it. Or I'll check the map again, even though it's right there. Gosh, it's so close. I can even see the turn from here. Guess I didn't need that marker. One thing I don't like about this game is the markers do not disappear as soon as you get to them. You got to actually go in there and delete markers. I wish they would disappear as you got to them. That is all good. There will be some pipes up here along this route that we are going to need to replace eventually. Here's the first location they want us to reach. Looks like we need to replace a metal pipe right there, a little segment part. Find all the broken segments is what we need to do. So follow this, find the next broken segment, which is in that direction right there. Can I drive straight? I don't know. Am I going to try it? Yeah, why not? Let's have a little fun with it. See what bad stuff we get into right here. It's really not looking too bad. Navigating pretty good through here, actually, as I get stuck on a little rock there for a second. Nah, we all good. We all good. In the hood. Let's roll. And I think I turned left here. Is this even a road? Wait a second. Oh, yeah, it is. I had to zoom out a little more. I just see all this grass right here growing up, and I'm like, that ain't a road. And then as soon as I zoom out more, I see the actual road on the other side of the grass. Hey, a little trickery there with that one. And here's the next location. So 2 pipes we got to replace. Now we got to get the equipment up here along with the pipes, but we got to make the pipes. So that's pretty cool. Kelly said I get to be a plumber now too. Okay, that's very nice. Let's see here. No side mission still, so we're still working on repairing these pipes. We need to find our mule with the crane. I think it's all the way down over here. It is. Let's jump in this thing. We're going to recover it over to the mountain base so we ain't got to waste all that time driving. And we'll use this to load up the scrap into the pipe facility and make us those pipes. Now, one thing I do wish they would change is add like a timer to the facilities, because as soon as you put the material in, like the scrap metal, it instantly makes them. I think it'd be a little cooler if you had to wait for them to be made instead of it being so instant. I should probably grab some scrap from town here, but it's really not too worth it because there's a lot next to the area. And if I had to say the best piece of scrap metal I have found on this game so far is a tractor, an old beat up tractor. And that's actually what I'm looking for right now. There's a beat up truck over there we could take, but it won't do the job like a tractor will. An old beat up tractor, man, it's got a lot of scrap metal in it, a whole lot. I think it's like 4 or 5, something along those lines. Just really looking for one. Hoping I see one. Now, this is a different route I'm taking here. I did mention last episode that up ahead is where we'll be having to build a road a little bit later on for a mission. And we'll do that right up here Kind of muddy looking. I was thinking about going ahead and building it now. It will complete the mission as soon as it comes around to the time, but I don't think I'm going to complete it now. I think we're just going to play it easy on that one and just build the single lane road with the AI workers in there. And what is up here? Is that a trailer or something? I wonder what the trailer's worth. I don't know. I mean, the pipes, these little broken pipes, they're okay. They are. And is this worth anything? I haven't seen any flashing blue yet. Why? Oh, there it goes. Now it's flashing blue. Okay. Yeah. So the trailer's worth nothing. It's a wood trailer, apparently. Oh, hey, we got to open this up. We do have a winch here. Will this attach, though? Oh, no, it might not. Gosh, dang it. You got to be kidding me. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Woo. Oh, whoa, it did both of them. And that did not detach fast enough. Well, I hit the wrong button. Let's try this again. I want to pull it in, and I want them to swing open. As they swing open, I want to detach. What's detach? That button and A. Got it. There it goes. I didn't do it as good as I wanted it to with the whole swing thing, but it's all good. Let's just get in here, bump the side of these doors, get them open all the way. There it goes. That's open all the way there. Now, we're going to use this crane here to not load up the truck, but to drag materials over to the spot. It just takes too long to load up the truck, especially whenever you're this close. We could do the same thing with the pickup truck if we had it over here, but we don't have it over here. And of course, I'm going to look for the biggest and baddest stuff we got out here, and I think I might see a tractor. No, that's a little pump thing. Let's grab the big one over here, just start dragging it, and we're good to go. Whoa, I am not moving that crane. It's moving on its own. That probably just blew out some line with hydraulic fluid going everywhere. It would have in real life, most likely. Come on, unload over here and detach. And it went in there. Sweet. What'd that take us up to? 1. Took us up to 1. How nice of them. I think this big old piece over here might take us up to the next one. Let's see here. Not that one. That one right there. Big old little, valve or something, whatever you want to call it. And that did take us up to 2. So we got our 2. We're good to go. It doesn't say 2 in the top right. So that in the top right there is storage, what you have stored at your base. It will not count what you have here. It does say 2 there. Right there's a little 2. And where's a tractor at? I really want to show y'all a dang tractor. I tell you what, man, those tractors are worth a lot. Hey, forklift might be worth a lot too. There's a little downed forklift right there. I don't know if that's scrap metal though. I think I tried a forklift before. It wasn't scrap metal. I think I tried it in the demo. But yeah, let's just go ahead and take out our pipes here. Or yeah, pipes, still pipes. And go ahead and complete this mission. Now, the broken ones we're about to rip out, we can load them up and recycle them. But as we can see, they're really not worth anything. And on top of that, I don't think we're going to need it anymore. I think we're done with the pipes after this mission. Possibly, if I can remember correctly. Good chance I'm not remembering correctly. And 2 pipes in there. Let's get those anchors in, strapped down, all that good stuff, and get going up to those 2 pipes we saw earlier that we drove up to. Now, I feel like there's some other missions I should probably be doing right now too, but I think this is the only mission listed. We got 15 fuel now. We should probably start using that. Now, that is actually the turn over there where we need to turn at and go up the hill. But for us to get there, we either need to cut across off-roading or go back into town and then backtrack. I'm not really one for backtracking. Let's see if we flip over trying to cut across here. I'm sure this is going to be a bad idea. I haven't actually went this way. I did cut across at another part one time and almost lost this load on my live stream. It was almost bye-bye time for it. And no, we made it this time. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I guess I'm glad I left that point there. It tells me where to turn still. I have seen some pretty good uses for those points. I've seen people lay down points for where they want to start building their road and in their road for like multiplayer and stuff like that, because everybody on multiplayer can see those markers. So that is a pretty cool thing to do there. Lay those out and everybody knows, hey, let's start the road here, end the road here, stuff like that. Got a clear understanding. Now there's multiple different choices in there besides just that little flag one I'm using. So that was awesome as well. Okay, we'll shoot up to the closest one right here, and then we'll head up to the furthest one and probably just end up recovering our vehicle. Doesn't cost anything to recover it, and we're gonna need to get in there kind of close. Let's do this angle right here. This should do it. Let's undo our straps. Let's get our crane working. Come on. And that's gonna pop that one right out of place, just hitting it. That is perfect. That does the job right there. You could grab it and lift it out of place if you want, but now we just pop it out of place like that. And this is what I was talking about earlier whenever I saw that new segment built into the line already, because we could see a difference in these segments. I'm like, wait a second, I didn't do that. Oh, whoa, hold on. Let's put an anchor out real quick. I was not quite paying attention. So as soon as it turns green, you can just let it go. And it works, it's fine. Some of them don't line up perfectly. And Ranger Gaming, I believe, mentioned that on one of the multiplayers we were playing. And yeah, some of them might not line up perfectly, and that might mess with you a little bit. As with your OCD a little. ADHD, I don't know. I don't know those terms too well. But I do know we got to strap that down and head over to the next location. Let's get it done without flipping over or causing any problems, right? That's the goal. But I leave this recording running just in case I do flip over. Now this one's definitely a lot higher looking, but we should still be able to reach it pretty easily. Give it a go. Now, I guess I might be able to hit it still. Nah, not looking like it. It's fine. We'll just pop it right out of place, throw it to the side. As far as pop it out of place, probably just lift, lift, lift. No, not doing anything. Let's try to pull it this way. No, not doing anything there either. Huh, interesting. Can I not pull it out? What is going on here? Oh, there it goes. Woo! Flying there. Flying there. I just dropped that there. Probably gonna hit my truck. Yep, that would have caused a lot of damage in real life. But good thing this ain't real life, right? Come on. Lift up or something. Oh, there it goes. I got to do like rope in. I don't think I'm close enough. Oh, hold on. Got it. Let's get it on the swing. Next swing. Come on. Done. Oh, boom, baby. Got it. Hey, new piece of equipment here. This is the one that's going to lay that power line down in the ground. It's called whatever it's called right there. You know, one thing they did on this game, they didn't get any licensings at all for any of these vehicles, so a lot of the names are totally wrong. Okay, couple of new missions here. We got a main mission here, Supply and Bala with electricity. We'll do that here in just a second. Might take a minute, actually. Then there's some side missions. Build a road and send a convoy from the steel mill to Mbala. Okay, that's a side mission. That's that road I was talking about we're going to have to build right through here. Pretty easy, because it will be done automatically. Repair the pumping station. Let's see here. That's another pipe one. I guess I didn't see that coming. We need one more pipe. That's not where the brake is. You can see the whole line here. It's blue. Find the one that's red. Right there. Right there. And a little bit of a drive. Just a little bit of a drive, because I cannot jump over here with that steel pipe. We're going to have to drive all the way from here, all the way around. It's all good. Just a little bit of a drive. Just a little bit. Now, what do I want to work on first? Let's go ahead and jump into the main mission, I guess, and supply the electricity. Well, hold on. Let's wait on that, because to supply the electricity, unfortunately, I'm going to have to drive that thing down the road. We currently have a route running on this road, and we'll get rid of this marker. We'll leave that marker. But yeah, we can see we got this truck running along the route here. Once that route is done, we get completely all the cash out of it. We got 2,700 left to go, 350 per truck. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and knock this out. So until then, let's work on those side missions. Now, we can go around that truck. I just don't know, with the ground being tore up, how well that truck's going to navigate over it. So next up here, we're going to do this. We're going to jump our equipment over there. Let's start tracking that. Let's jump in this little Scout field service vehicle is what it's called. And get this over there, and then start jumping our equipment over there easily. Now, the only issue I've seen with this thing is it can kind of jump your equipment anywhere almost. It doesn't have a designated spot where it jumps it. It jumps it way off to the left, way off to the right. I've had it jump it way off into the mud where I had to do another recovery just to get out of the mud. It's not the best and brightest of them all. There is one later on where you can actually use to jump equipment, and I was trying to push that little shopping cart thing out of the way, but that failed. But like I was saying, there is one later on that you can jump equipment and materials as well, which is really cool. Makes those deliveries very, very easy. But we'll stop right here. Let's get it further to the right, because the way that one later on works, it spawns everything off to the left. So if I can get this stuff spawning off to the left, and that's where it's going to spawn, I don't know. This is just a little test. If that works, it should land on the road. But like I said, I've parked it over here on the road before, and it ended up way over there in the mud, way over here in the mud. Let's just see what happens. Now, first thing we're going to need is the dump truck. That is something we will not need to jump. It's right here. Don't want to waste the fuel on it. I could literally see the Scout right up there. After that's going to be the dozer. I don't know where the dozer is. If it's close enough to drive, we'll drive it. If it's not, we'll jump it. The two main things I want to jump to this point is the asphalt roller layer thing and the roller. Those drive really slow and pretty much required to be, they don't require it, but they pretty much require to be towed. And we'll select that route. You're going to get going. Next up is that dumpity dump truck. And since I don't know where it's at, I got a good feeling where it's at, but we can come over to vehicles and hit this focus camera. Yeah, it's right there in town. That's really not too far, but I still don't want to make the drive. Let's hold down that recovery button and go over to field service vehicle. There you go. Are you going to be off to the left? Please be off to the left. Please, please. No, off to the right. You got to be kidding me, man. I think it's random. I don't know. We'll see where it drops the next one. If it drops it off to the right, then I'm going to move that vehicle off to the left of the road. The next one's going to get stuck there. It will. Well, I don't know. The asphalt layer might not get stuck too bad because it's on tracks. The one that does get stuck pretty bad is the roller. There's no thread on there. Just big old rolls that are smooth as can be. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Select that route and we are going. Going. Next up, asphalt layer thingy. Let's recover that over there, see if it ends up on the right side or the left side. Please be the left side, please be the left side. Jeez. Oh, the right side. Okay, well, this should make it out, but the other one will not make it out, like I was saying. This might make it out, holy cow. Come on. Get up out of there. Good. And I don't think I'm going to start it up yet because I kind of want to do a dozer route back. A little more sand flattening, I guess. You know, the main reason I like using the AI to build these roads for these missions is because I hate seeing all these yellow lines in the way. You cannot get rid of them. You cannot. It messes with me being able to see how level the sand is and all that stuff. And that's why earlier on I was mentioning about building this road before it told us to build it, because I don't like seeing these yellow lines in the way. I wish there was a way you can get rid of them. I've tried all kinds of different settings in there, and there was nothing yet. Okay, that's there. Let's get this moved out of the way because it seems to spawn everything to the right of it. So we're going to move to the left side of the road, and then whatever we get spawned in next should spawn in on the road, right? Fingers crossed. Probably going to spawn in on the left in the mud, dirt. That's what they do. They're like, no, we just try to spawn them in the worst place possible. We don't spawn them in to a certain side every time. Next up, we got a roller all the way back over here. Cover that bad boy. Come on. See, no threads on that roll, right? Now, the upgraded roller has tire threads on the back part. That's pretty nice. Come on, come on. Oh, sweet. I did it to the right. Awesome. Not sure if that's even leveling anything there, but I do know it levels a little bit here at the end. Right there at the end, as it came across, it leveled some more out. So that's really what I was worried about the most. Not really worried about, but just want to level out more. Okay, that's going to go. Next up is going to be this. Really do wish we could get rid of those yellow parts. I probably would do it myself if we could. All these yellow markers. And plus, I mean, the AI could do a lot better than me, right? Kinda. Roller's coming up next. We'll be done here in just a second. Or they'll be done here in just a second. Now, we got to repair the pumping station. So let's get our, what is it, our mule here with the crane back over to the repair station. Not repair station, the steel pipe facility. I guess we could take these broken down ones with us, but I'm not driving. And if you jump and you have material in the back of your bed, it just falls out right on the ground. It doesn't disappear, it just falls out on the ground. So here we go, we'll just spawn this back in. Hey, it's off to the right again. Okay, finally figuring that out now that I'm using it a little more. This should disappear, I think, once this roller gets done here. I believe it gets a little bit wider. Yes, it does. That's a little weird. I'll take it, though. I will straight up take that. It looks kind of nice, kind of nice. Okay, what am I gonna drag in there for another pipe? Probably something big again. Those two last items I drug in there, they were some pretty good numbers for the pipe making. And just trying to find something. Tank over there might be pretty good, that smashed up tank, I don't know. It's not like a 1-for-1 ratio with if I grab like one of these broken pipes over here. It doesn't work that way. We got an axle back here. I'm kind of interested in that. What will that do? This little axle thing. I mean, it's pretty light, pretty small, so I don't think it's going to take us up that high. And drop that off right there. Ooh, that did take us up almost. Almost. So to make it even easier, and to finish off that pipe, I'll just grab this one in front of me. Drop it there. And that should finish it off, hopefully. I don't know how much those are really worth. Hey, it did finish it off. Cool. Let's take one out. Go ahead and get it loaded up. And that road is built. What's the next stage to that? I think I got to build an actual route through there. And plot route, start plotting. So from there to, what, the mountain base? Oh yeah, to the mountain base. So it's got to go through Anbala. And we're not quite ready for that yet because there's a few items in the way. On the way out, there's these things here. Now, we didn't need to do that route. Well, I guess we did if we want to do 100% on this map. I was thinking we could have went out this way. No, it's all good. We got some clutter we got to clean up over here before we can get to that. So let's take care of that real quick. Where is my dozer? Oh yeah, backtracked over here. We'll use a dozer to push stuff out of the way there. And then the other stuff in the way, we'll just jump back to the mountain base. I believe we're all completely done with it. Don't think we got to build another road at all for the rest of this Aftermath. And I'm hoping we could finish up Aftermath. I don't think we can though, unfortunately. Might have to finish it up next episode. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll push through, make this one a little bit longer so we can finish Aftermath. Grabbed hold of that trailer pretty good there. Nice. I wish the manual mode did not tear up the ground at all. Because there's a few times, for example, I want to lift this blade at the same time as driving forward. That way I can like throw it over something, kind of like that. You see the way it lifted when the blade came up? And I have to go in the manual mode to do that, but it tears the ground up so bad. And I think destruction mode tears the ground up the same, even though destruction mode says it tears up the asphalt that you lay down personally, but I'm not too sure there. Let me get some of this stuff moved out of the way and I'll evaluate all these missions, see where we're at. Maybe I will make this one a little bit longer. I'm kind of liking the idea of that. Try to finish this out. You know what? Can I do this faster without going to the vehicle, maybe? Nah, it just says enter the vehicle. Rusty dump truck gives me the option to enter. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would be faster because I'm not going through the map view. As long as I can find it faster, I guess. So we got a couple vehicles over here now. Not going to use them. I was hoping I could actually put them back in the garage for storage. Get them off the map. But no, not looking like it. Objectives, what you got next here? Let's go ahead and build that route now. I believe we got everything cleared. Let's start plotting. We got to come out this way. Good thing I got the doors open now. Heck yeah, I was kind of worried I wouldn't be able to open those doors. No, we got them. Now, there were a few things along this road through the town here that I've been kind of running over on purpose, trying to prepare for driving through here. I mean, y'all saw me drive through that porta potty once before, I think last episode, and it broke apart. There was two over here, and I drove through one of them because I could have sworn we needed a route up this way, and sure enough, we did. I can't remember completely. I mean, I've only done it once before, and it's been a little while. Oh man, I probably need to move our vehicles out of the way here. That's all good. Let's dispatch those vehicles and get those other vehicles moved out of the way, and we'll end up just putting them back into the garage. Really only one of them's in the way, and by the time they actually get to this point, it probably will turn invisible. Let's see here, open garage. Oh, maybe if I just go to the garage. Yeah, that's what it is. I just go to the garage and hit retain. Yeah, there we go. Start getting some of the stuff off the map here. I'm going to leave that crane there just in case I need any more concrete slabs, because that crane is right next to it. Let's retain the road making stuff pretty much. I'll leave the dozer out there just in case I need that. We'll retain this. I haven't even used it yet. Retain this. I'm not using that anymore. And retain this dump truck. And all cleared up there. Perfect. Now we got to repair the pumping station. We do have that checked out, right? I think, maybe not. I don't know. It is checked out and on the ground. Let's get it loaded up and get it over there now. I believe these are our last two side missions, so we are almost done, I think. And this is just going to be a long drive back. I probably won't show any of it. I do leave the recording running, and I try to stick between 45 minutes to an hour of gameplay and turn that into an episode. It all depends on how much I talk and how much events and stuff happen. Depends on how long the episode comes out to. But this is going to be a long drive, so there won't be much talking unless I flip over. But knowing me, I guess I could talk about anything. Like, oh, hey, look at that boulder over there. That's a nice boulder. Yep, I can say that 20 times on the way back, right? Nah, I'll try to keep my mouth shut. Let's get some progress done. Oh, no, don't unload. Okay. Ooh. I done that before. I backed up into the unload trigger, and I wasn't strapped down before. Not necessarily this situation, different situation, but I wasn't strapped down yet. And if you're not strapped down, it will unload into there. Now, this is not scrapped, so it wouldn't unload into that situation. The situation I'm talking about is over at our garage, where, let's say I check out those 3 concrete over there, and then I back up into the unload area. If I don't have it strapped down yet, it will unload. Honestly, I don't know. I think maybe if it's even strapped down, it might still unload too, possibly. But just be careful of that whenever you're around your garage area. You could spend all that time loading your equipment up. I think we just turned level 4 there, rank 4. But yeah, you can spend all your time loading that up and then lose it if you back up or drive it to the wrong zone. You know, another update came across. You know, as I said, I could probably find many things to talk about. But no, I believe an update did come across where they made the AI drivers have more traction. Maybe that's why these AI drivers are not getting stuck as much as I thought they would. And we saw them push through previously and push another vehicle through. Because I was just driving across a portion and I was like, man, I had to build a road there. Why didn't I have to build a road this time? Not really a road, more like a dirt road. I say a dirt road even though it's just straight sand. But yeah, it made me think more and more about it, and I realized they did come out with an update to give more traction to these drivers, so it may be a lot easier getting through some of these spots than it was originally at the beginning. So I guess that's kind of a bummer, because now I don't have to build these roads as much as I did before. I don't think there's a single road out there I've had to build that wasn't part of a mission. Even the little sand part I laid down that I drove over a little while ago, that was still part of a mission. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll get into some extra road building eventually later, but that just is so time consuming, takes up so much time. And like I said before, I only record for 45 minutes to an hour, so I don't want to spend a whole entire episode just working on a road, talking about working on a road. And is there much to talk about there? I don't know, there could be. Like I said, look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder. God, I'm an idiot. Oh wow, this route over here is still going. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting any more rewards out of it. That's the one that was giving us concrete slabs as rewards. Need to go through, start shutting down these routes where I'm not getting any more rewards, and pay close attention to which ones that I need to keep running, because we will finish this out 100% before these routes are even all complete, most likely, because they give you the percentage boost, completion boost, or whatever you want to call it. They give you the completion on the first load, and then after that it's all just extra rewards for you. And I think I did that in our first region we were at, the Precipice, and I waited for some of those to get done. Let's see, I gotta shoot a left up here. Yeah, I waited for some of those to get done. Oh wait, I ain't gotta make a left there, do I? No, I can make a left up here before exiting the game, because I wanted all the rewards from it. I think it was like money or something like that. And speaking of money, we're up to $50,940. That's looking really good. I think there's a dump truck out there for $60-something thousand that we will be getting eventually. I think it's 60 something. It's been a while since I looked at it. I do know I want it though. And no, don't flip over. Ooh, okay. Getting a little brave, a little bold there with my driving. Thinking I can handle anything. Where do I go here? I think I should go off to the right. I think off to the right here, closer to this rock, is shallower. Less stuff possibly. Ooh, well, whoa. Okay, let's just sink it down in there. Wasn't prepared for that. Come on, get up out of there, buddy. I have not used the low yet, but I do drive around everywhere with all-wheel drive and diff lock on. Just drive around with that on all the time. I didn't notice a speed difference with diff lock. Like in Snow Runner, there's a speed difference whenever you run diff lock, but I haven't noticed one on this game. They seem to be the same speed. If I'm wrong there, please correct me, because I love driving fast. Make a right, make a left, and we are there. I think I can almost see it from here. It's behind that tree where that pipe is crossing. Right over there. We are almost there. Of course, Kelly had to come in here and talk. She just can't keep her mouth shut. I'm just kidding. Y'all probably feel the same way about me, right? Like, come on, keep your mouth shut. You're worse than Kelly. Now we'll do anchors. Lift that up. Oh, lift. Not working. Can I just rotate maybe? There we go. We'll hit it out of place. That works. Like, just detach, dang it. Took a while. Finally detached. What do we have here? We got unstrap cargo. That's what I was looking for. Get our new one up there, and we are done with this mission. And then we got to supply some power. That one won't take too long. I was purposely avoiding that one for a minute to allow for other workers to run through there. Now, sometimes I feel a little guilty, a little bad about the whole just wait for it to turn green, you're good to go. But sometimes it makes it nice and easy. All good, whatever you want to do. You can line it up perfect before you detach it. That's what you want to do. What do we got left? Objective, side missions done. I believe that is all the side missions completely. Let's go ahead and start running some electricity here. Is this route over here done though? Yes, it is. All rewards received. That is looking great. Let's go ahead and cancel that route. We'll even clear up that route so I ain't got to see those lines next time I go into some line building mode. And track this, and we got to actually jump over to a piece of equipment over here. And unfortunately, this will be going down the road. There's not much room to play with off the side of the roads here. We got a little room here. And, well, actually, you know what? Maybe we can run it all the way down the side of the road. Either way, we do got to cross over there. The idea is to stay off the road because it does mess up the road. But since we're not using that road again, we could just blow right through the road. This thing is so cool. I don't know what the upgraded version of this does. Is there an upgraded version of this one? I don't think there is. Seems to be an upgraded version to a lot of things out there. Go ahead and activate that cable layer. I did not realize I was almost out of the zone there. Yep, there's a little blue zone. That's the power. We got to get it to the red zone all the way down this direction. Well, let's get it. It may be a little hard to tell with that blue there, but it's just leaving a little higher raised part right there. Now, that truck that was running this route here, it probably would have been fine. But other vehicles, they're not necessarily that good at it, crossing over that, because it will start becoming a rut, all kinds of stuff. Here's a better view of it, maybe. There is one mission over on Sunken where you had to drive down the road, and then we actually had to repair the road. We had to fix up the road just to get some other vehicles up there at a later point because this line was causing an issue. But we're not driving on this anymore, and plus we actually have enough room to stay off to the side. But I ain't too worried about staying off to the side. Let's just get it over there. I do hate how slow this is, but I do love how it's all in one step. I've never actually seen one used like this. I was on a live stream talking with somebody. Well, I was doing my live stream and we were talking about this in real life situations. And they said somebody had one like this, but obviously a lot smaller. It was like for a backyard type situation, nothing this big, more of a handheld push one. But yeah, usually the ones I've seen out here in the countries in Oklahoma and stuff like that, out on the countryside, they got to dig the ditch. So they got multiple machines. They got like a big chainsaw looking thing that digs the ditch. Then they lay the wire and then something comes back over and fills in the dirt, usually like a backhoe type thing. So yeah, this is pretty nice being able to do it all in one. That is nice. They could have made it a lot harder and had multiple steps here. Dig a big old ditch, then lay the wire, and then fill it in with dirt or something like that. Like build a new road over the top, possibly fill it in with sand. Now that I say this out loud, that would have been pretty cool. All the extra steps. Objective completed. Bala. As power is restored, the town's lights steadily illuminate. They spread a bright and hopeful glow over the exhausted community. Wow, they got a stop sign, a stoplight there? It must be popping. You got a lot of traffic going through there, don't they? Goal completed. What else we got? All goals completed. We are 100% with this area. Let's return to the hub for a second. Just for a second, I want to make sure it says 100% completed, and then we'll jump back in there and see how much more deliveries I have to do for all the extra rewards. So that actually worked out pretty good. I think my recording's coming up on 50 minutes. Like I said, 45 to an hour. Yes, Aftermath is 100%. Can't wait to get this into a supercut of completing Africa. I do like that. I don't know where I'm going to go next. I have not, like, I've actually beat both of those, Sunken and Incommunicado. What do I want? That's the main question. What do I want to get as a free vehicle is where I want to go next. Not sure. Sunken is definitely a little harder, and that is the route I went last time. I would ask y'all, but I'm not going to get a reply fast enough before I record the next episode. Let's put it that way. I guess I could ask on a poll and get a reply within the next hour, because I think I'm going to have to record the next episode in like an hour or two. I fell behind on recordings. But anyways, it does say 3 of 7 infrastructure requests completed. Let's jump back in there, see exactly what we're lacking in that area. Now, the map is 100% done. Like I said, at the very first delivery, you get the progress. You don't have to have it completely all the way done. Let's look at those real quick and decide which ones I want to keep running, if at all. And I will run them all before next episode does pop up. I won't leave y'all on it, but I will run them all. And this is another cool thing you have the ability to do. You could jump back into this map, rebuild roads all you want, make up your own scenario, say, hey, and Bala and what's this other one? Panama, they need a paved road together. And you do that, and there's like holes missing out of the ground here where you got to build bridges. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. You will be limited here because you don't have a concrete facility. Also, you don't have a steel beams facility, which I don't know what you would need steel beams for, and you can't make wooden bridges yet. So you would be kind of limited on this first map as far as resources go. But you can role play some stuff. I think is really cool. Now let's get back into infrastructure. Looks like we got all rewards received here. Let's go ahead and cancel that route. We'll clear that route too. All rewards received here. Awesome. Don't even know what they were. And all rewards received here. Oh, start plotting. No, I don't want to plot that. All rewards received here. We'll get rid of that. I feel like we got more than 3 of 7 done. Is there more on here I don't know about? That one's done too. No rewards remaining. It doesn't say all rewards received here. Oh, wait, cancel. My bad. There's no rewards remaining. Or was I reading that wrong? Oh, no, it says all rewards received here, there. And then once I open it up, oh, it says all rewards received. Okay, maybe that one just won't be different. A little confused on that one. I think we're done. Why is it saying 3 of 7 then? No rewards remaining. No rewards remaining there either. Okay, side missions all done. All rewards done. Let's check that out one more time, see what's going on. Let's return to hub. Maybe that 3 of 7's gone now, possibly, hopefully. Oh, it only said 3 of 7 because I had 3 active at the time. So they are all done. I just deactivate them. They are all completely done. So we are good. And looks like the map has a little flag on there too. And I put a flag there to know where I turned earlier. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize it stayed on that view. But yeah, now this one's all done. Next up, either Incommunicado or Sunken. And I am done with this episode. I do appreciate y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Thank you so much. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions? Feel free to leave them down in the comments section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. Even life tips, why not? And until next time, y'all take care.